All right, yeah, ma kwa ba de ba Fakye TV mbeno. And also see a bomb on the etimi a transnadia good museba. A baby rametimi edema or here. Shall also see a tima cosisi no number etimi edia pamanane. Get a coma dona a banra the 5 major leagues no matches a course no. A real luta bebo modina latest update no. A baby breman semo de beba bija fobe transina ya rama fisem no sono. Ye bedi komo krobia kumasi asante kotokone. Press conference course near the latest update no ebe rametimi edia man we are here trans say ya o akonya so be join here on Fakye TV on Facebook ombo modern entimi en follow ya wa follow on Facebook ubetimi ramo YouTube Fakye TV also no on sa toswa we ja message no mrese no meba na maba be kenkan kama pe timi da man na wa subscribe na bibia had that in Fakye TV on TikTok Fakye TV on Instagram and our pages out on ombo modern na wati en kana na nema ko ye pe timi edi amanti ma message nemra emre se me de number na betu Ghana onso no why your short video no e ma intra 30 seconds na ba ye bebo etimi edi ama onso no betimi de aba SMS na normal WhatsApp message ni ahwe ya kenkere ama me dini ABOU DIABY lotaki wo video ma o de ye ba kwa ramu e wa amono ne after no Habib the special one professor e be ba na afi Ricardo Vaz enso no e be ba na Dimai show enso e be join ye na aboa my bibia akoye pe timi my producers no your Gilbert set amwako MON-FRI and afi executive nankasa enso ye ebena so munyina aka aboma mo bwana dwumadi no adaye timera manti ye den ho ye koba pe jadam ye ready ye be na amano ne nkomo no etimi ahyase amamo. Alright, yeah, Mama Kwaba be made about Juma dear Kessie and so joining a bit me join here on Fakye TV. Mama if you know my isha na also we chichia. No me sani ya bosi awa joining on Facebook Fakye TV. Urama wa bomodina wa follow YouTube for no. Na cheze bloggers no dodo na aba ho pa mo so ne ye we also no kwa no subscribe ne kama pa na aboa na bibibia akoye petimi edi amamre na so se ko amano ne na mo messages no meje obetimi aba in a form of a short video obetimi edi aba SMS obetimi de ramo or WhatsApp 020-754-3637 020-754-3637 na aboa na bibibia adeda ye kama petimi edi ama 020-754-3637 na boa na bibi akoye de amama nko me mana ba odie baba be ramana afia amano ne nko mono etimi ahyase etimi edi amao Lutakin
International ABOU DIABY
Lutakin
ABOU DIABY
kenera on se how ne da no edin pa
una we leader institution
me pa cho pa me show
on so blue na no what
me show
we
pa
say wabo combine
oh okay and also wabo combine
oh nice one
also wabo combine
also mo ebe to bu fia ha no amo munye ni pa ato a
dey omo fa
omo mi ade to so
they also mu aso
ti udi ekira na wadi di odi kan na ntie
but this is Ghana confirm from Ghana Sky Sport.
Oh yes.
So what it?
Oh yes. Yes.
For last time sister we do.
I'm up for the pressure about Chroma. I'm say when the band my boy. What of pressure am I?
Last time sister we do one dance. So bow looking cute. So those show who see an any age. Why am I kai on no money aji make why anymore
I say me crap me person be come no to ho asem fia
o bezo bia oh say I pray hito money aji lo go metu aba me freestyle na jo na o confirm
that because I say weekend me kwa mantin not one of your ardent listener worry aya Pfizer worry no you could ma fache for on some parliament no matter the fache parliament tin raw room a mountain fire service for the massive AI for parliament room said on work up na and over me freestyle ABOU DIABY ababidia also me freestyle and some
freestyle na
obi ama ba aya ne Pfizer aye fro na ye be celebrate am bia ye kama no freestyle mum na me mfa ma
oh na say you tini kese wa buy for also ye
oh that be say na say ni ani abre
but I don't know be a dem I so to 30 seconds
no problem why
mani ajo
but I didn't be ya and say motia na ye bo me nyum TV station for so ya family interview TV station for
so dimbo
no ni asem na afena mo pa ma chew
ana si aga no one fa bala
ma me ncha shatawale na wie na me ncha Stone Boys e chia mo na wie so uyo obi a follow music I was saying ncha ma cha no ti ase very soon
okay now for the
very soon nche Stone Boy nra nkomo na edi ene ba bi esi ana no
oyo be na Stone Boy ba feature
Kumasi be Daniel nche very soon and you mo be romo Easter you be shit
oh shata mo dey anasi aga mo dey anyway dey mo feature and dey be say e chara
ma no ko bo bi she bi di nkonya ase
ba sa amano ne de
oh amano ne mo de from Africa you be rum boxing kakra na your room e kakra so Europe near South America on say no pam the video bi by the story bi by say nema akobo corner distract na ma nema say na ntina ya na menu aketwa me tu say award ye e ya na ye e ya prowatin so what you say o prowatin ma nso no enye withdrawal method
afutu e o say Habib mo ne na asemo na also dem
sa withdrawal method no quite to interact na your boys ne de dodo
sa
e ya no atwe no da bi
eno na
ma akoda mram me ba to video na you read am me name aba no ne papa say go
ba ko wonyi ntempa
ai name aba no Helena
oh okay
ne papa say go conference celebrity any papa go no I was very encouraging name aba no that dia say go Daddy ashego he ye twa ne papa na he ogina ho na
o dey you awo tu ayi na asemo na bibu for no jai de omo ye
mo video no mo fan to ma me na me wono ma bebre o sa video no ho
sa
me wono ma bebre eye
okay mate also comfort do join on
omomra Facebook omomra
na school join Patrice Evra join Barma usu ansa abrepo abrepo misunku malewa Barma usu ansa imana can come and I feel my say Muzifa Daniel so I join here to do on I join Joseph for say Presido so one solid girl was here Bonabaso
say adwumani aye but you ba fi ha dey na yes as an official ministry but more than say minimum no so many years production I will get behind the scenes man
Anodin
na me shan on see adwuma obi a or a foreign news presenter me so be a foreign news presenter but on fait bien signé
a solid guy Presido nyami shamu once agbenyo mawu enso adwene e na dodo na adwene e tusu betimi adwene en che hwera ya pomodin na ma no command messages no dodo na so na eba also betimi do na me pacho se me announce lines na me nka se free o message na meje e no short video 02075436370 02075436370 yeah then we aba pe Maniaji esa na nkrofa se be record me mama me record so say nyum ne nya oda wotimi de tutu trim ala si ye girl unya bi ye wom ala si ye girl pia wende on come na
right, abana sense na we be breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Nya daja mu yompo a breaki and stories outdoor. Ya de Abraham mamen touch way down. Emfi nema asweye. Upake anopai na me de to anim. And so Romo Brazil game Santos and international. Eko boy nema etimi ejina corner echi ebobo no e de ball no eto atenam. Na me be chance no and I'm touching it down. Edma osa ba nema she go. That the brother chance or celebrate ni papa go na ma bibia. Eso etima fine corner ni nie and eda e screen so a ye jeja mu eso ede amamo ama bia so etima fine. Na no kase nema she corner no ma me guest set nema say me patro ne bani die ni na nema ba no echi no ensempii ene saba ya ye be jeja mu eso ede amamo ewo eye dwumadie no so na me ma me nema ankasa de me patro mu aye no response na wodema eye me patro eye team no international omo fans no me patro oye bibi adeto enie nema no me patro eno no osimunye dede onsena omu huru no na omu ye eno no de atudwa osi ehyen nkwane I told them now I'm the one who is going to score the goal about it so omu ehuru no omu ye na sa no ma no eno wo kan sa edito me no chi no kofa ball na obo edito atenam ama bia so eye kama mami ngwa mo la liga na me nya la liga mam la liga table said the Real Madrid fans no Obviously, can't say La Liga without VAR. Saying and La Liga table in Bayern. I know probably to him. I saw La Liga table 54. Nina said Barcelona. Any kind of 54 air points. Samsung Timan. Your friend of Real Madrid. 54 points. Now Real Madrid for say. Young Fatu La Liga without a VAR. And can say and I say table no. Ebesiako. Only so Roma. Nessa Kako Roma say 54. Table no no ede dawa ye checha mu aso ade amamo your sofa La Liga with VAR no with that VAR no my table no with that VAR no man for sen kombenya 60 points out of 25 games or my bono mu 54 points no man for sen ka that VAR and kanem omu e 60 points no ubrama de Real Madrid omu aso ye ba ye checha mu aso ade amamo e wo eye dwumadie no so na penny breaking story be aso ademamo eso rama elika game back total no urama nese 18 back Olympic man say omo koma oze echi omo etwa omo ekamensa after the game Olympic man say omo president etimi aba bonte din sempi abetu dwam ata echa say atake a referees no ekabo panyevan Pablo Longoria na wababo ntaba be pacho na me pacho a pacho ne retractor wabe retract sa statement no dia mete anyina so grama Ligue 1 mpanyimfo sem a heavy suspension and omo panyevan Pablo Longoria ese otimi ba obetane the image of a Ligue 1 omo officiating any referees omo jam atwairem ama so bia se Ligue 1 referees no asesabe omo team so support ese be to just Ligue 1 kwa no already omo plane omo timi enwutima so ode no me wo se kono wa babo nta be twa sign na mum wa banyufo se heavy suspension epe kodi amano mami Barcelona o refer Hansi Flick happy birthday nkoma Hansi Flick and what is 60 years mami Barca fans no above the birthday cake come Hansi Flick nice one time and na opium our Sports City wa and omo de opanyin na tenika no eba no na se bia kama fans no so come the birthday cake results in the year no me koye chinam or boko pa de first leg our semi finals no or against Atletico Madrid and the birthday presenter Barcelona for betimi dia koma no and as fans no once be bia dem kama happy birthday to you Hansi happy birthday to you and as o mama be bia kama or buy no results no ba bia na ebu ne pa na e cha kakra no masanka no makakra ya konu krom papa no e de dewa ye jeja mum and na ugrom o training and the players no me patcho so e ya de ball no e me bia kama part of the celebrations no asu etimi ya fine and no e de dewa ye jeja mum asu adama mu ene e wo dwumadie no so ye gusu e break no ma down e touch no ma down e jeja mu yompo asu adama na mame fanto am se ne major European leagues no ade se bi to dwana na dream e ball 8 pm across Spain Sevilla e ball Real Mallorca and what chebo 745 and so Roma ball Monza and you 2 games and them e be to dwana mi jeja mum na Roma e Turkey Istanbul derby no about 5 pm and so to Galatasaray Fenerbahce and no game and never to dwan adageni poso mami Turkey omo Super League no mami table no near ahead of the Istanbul derby Galatasaray and Fenerbahce said omo table no as to ACTL Galatasaray as at match day 23 omo di count 63 points Fenerbahce as for 57 points and no edge dawa ye checham adjamamo na urama me patro refra and obejina finfia toirem no a Slovenian refra and both clubs at the official request koem as some peripheral obetuma bejina toirem am a biaswet my kama and no edge dawa friend Slavko Vincent and omato omodia djumanom amana all babejina atoirem atwa me bia asu atim ayakama na Leicester City me patro ma pamom coaches mienu and your first team coaches name Ruth Van Nistelrooy there omunyo empamono Ben Dawson oma pamono and what you know Danny Alcock on so oma pamono 2 first team coaches omatimi apampamomon ni nyina no de fro eba ye jejam adiamamo ewo dwumadie no so na mame fanto anem so Ramos Pena Jametri say Real Madrid omo Santiago Bernabeu no say Spanish Football Federation and the Spanish government as some denominate guna kwamu on per se 2 years time 2027 UEFA Champions League finals no on be no Spain and no Santiago Bernabeu omo eguso omo plan omo prepare epese bibia no command bia so omo ye na enya sa final hosting right no omo timinya eno de fro eba ye checha mum aso ajama na mame fanto anim asa bante ba kwefa no Anthony still onye Manchester onye Manchester United player biam me patro loan oye omu player nemum loan nemum per port amete and sister ogusu to Manchester United too much onama all sign autographs omu kra Manchester United me patro omu jerseys omu kra omu flyers banners outdoor Anthony Gusua was sign no makama aso ade ama womo eno ede dawa ye jeja mu ade ama mo ewo dwumade no so nemo ma memfa nto anim eso grama Anthony yade say Real Betis I already say omo ebe appeal to any 2-game ban for red card na odi ye no eno per reporter metia bi jamu ade ama mo eso ewo dwumade no so na me patro ma menya dwuma we emfa free England na memfa emra mo na wiei ni nyina say Rodri ebo Edmonton ye friend Manchester City na Rodri na so for Musa Rodri say pick between Messi and Mo Salah what toughest opponent what's your panel him for?
I would say two. Of course, for me, the best player I faced and the most difficult one has been Messi by far. But if I have to tell in my career, I would say Mo Salah, because many times we face them. We all know the rivalry we have between City and Liverpool, and he's a fantastic player, but it's so painful when he is at his best level. Yeah.
And no and summer Rodri edituja ye jejam ajamam na Nico Gonzalez and amam for Ekas who say a replacement Edmund Rodri Manchester City. Now I don't see myself as the replacement for Rodri. I see myself as another player and you Nico tetetetia do dia Bedmam na Juventus me patro dem dey ma we say o masmo scout agwamu abrantia ye friend Karim Adeyemi as a uncomunitano per reporter every boy na so yeba as a Juve omani ajepa boy no just omo monitano e wo Dortmund game omo boy no the last game at Dortmund boy Musa boy Karim Adeyemi ojani tedua ma wo patuma na me patro ma menya adwuma we ma se so panyin na Sergio Conceição on se ko AC Milan or panyin no they me say ne tenua as Milan head coach no se still is under scrutiny ni na so mguso omo doso mo so panyin recent setbacks Milan Champions League no mo film na so mo kwa we na Torino mo jamema wo mo na no ma aginsam o consider as one try immediate sacking o betumi apam no say negative result egusua etoatoa so enu ye de ba place wo Milan report amete and say one try season pona we ya o bejo mo kwa mo makọ back goalkeeper Mike Mignon ono omo hwe eso beja no kwa na ko enu Chitio Hernandez ono so omo consider and Rafael Leao sa 3 players way they make say omanya disappointing performances this particular season and Milan for so omo anticipate eso betuma ja no kwan ama ono so akọ na Inter Marcus Thuram ono so far intensify the recovery or training said be ya omo game Saturday omo be against Napoli no on so omo mienu ko Serie A table no we da suna we da se we da suna we da second and between Inter and Napoli Marcus Thuram a person will recover no boss game bi na bia kama Fiorentina Brentford Moiskin and opam to them say game of Fiorentina against Verona Brentford no eti O'Brien ema eduba o collapse wa go prama so ema mo de no hospital good news eba asa Moiskin omotimi at discharge on from hospital good news eba asa bi bia de na condition no aso very stable na mam Jude Bellingham asa good news about Copa del Rey on Wednesday against Tima almost on the Boreso Sadan obetuma ginamo siakai edamon say o 2-game ban and no wa mobi now against Girona na what stance him waba back all your training I'm a bias what my fine mamini girlfriend no no Ashley Castro me patro Jude factor ya adwuma ubi date Abu Diabia wuntimi ni gobe wo mountain u date Lu Takina wuntimi in fact tron kofie ebisa wa be superstar me patro Jude Bellingham get way about a bass only Jude and Anticacano, me patrona uko IG and the followers 200,000. Now on your Jude Bellingham no say followers when you IG 347,000 na so when you extra 147,000 ababeka because of Jude Bellingham eno e de namwa ye jejam edamam na Fede Valverde ma me fan to anim esa boy no e ade se wantimi anye training ni nyina no se o inside and we recovery kakrakra no Evanger Don Carlo Ancelotti planning as on Wednesday Copa del Rey or pese or rest of Penina your friend Fede Valverde said a bayan who bet my turn for the Champions League let me be as for Atwekana na ref Robejam at the Ama Real Madrid Real Sociedad and no referee Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez and on the Jumano at the Amano Abraho gave Figura ebe VAR in charge of Biasu Ayakama and no Ediaba ye Jejam as Adamamo na opinion La Liga president even have the Tebas and you was opinion say Mbappe or Lamine Yamal La Liga president say masa we dey say we dey abobo ye to V8 you know e ye killing Mbappe oboy no e tebi ani ginam obeko e de ama ono enu achi no e na odi to say Real Madrid team no ye crying club and say adan awoka was na ultra Real Madrid for complaining na the wife of Real Madrid representative our pick side delegate your friend Magia Davila or your Edmund Referees Committee CTA na owura no ade somebody for a raise concern as a conflict of interest about as owura friend no referee Munera Montero ade by mad for see nya na wiase nyina as for ente na Ramo Barcelona china omde Atletico Madrid Copa del Rey referee omde adwuna ma no Alejandro Hernandez and omde adwuma no as for ade ama no eno ade ba ye jeja ma Atletico Madrid om training ni kakra na yemfantom nim ye nya adwuma bo training ho mamo ni na say good news abane Caesar botanical tank supply water etimi eye trainer obetimi ashase at the ama Atletico Madrid ne no kro nya ye e o mester ya no nyame adumi be kama wetima che recovery asem na bom koke e only player na wantima anya training e wo Atletico Madrid omo so asue eno ede ba ye checha mu ede amamo e wo eye dwuma je no so na ene Lamine Yamal onse wanye training amfama eye Barcelona na me patro ni trainer wanye no edi nsempi na eba when nine will pray no Japan anunom socks no Lamine Yamal akoda no eno eje dawa ye jam jama na me patro mo Barca no La Liga president said Dani Olmo and I just want to new La Liga season say adai or say omo ebetuma file an appeal no omo revoking the registration no no any obusa Hansi Flick say what the La Liga president aka no was say wono no na ne je boy no ball or boy said no me kono na mom oba Spain no me go won tiase adai ude yenti Hansi Flick.
Oh, good football. So what we showed there was really on the highest level, and yeah, we also have the possibility to score 1 or 2 goals more before they score the first goal. So maybe it's that we have the chance, so we have to score. This is easy to explain because important thing in the game is in football is to score goals more than the opponent, and this is what we want to do. We also have to see that this is not only one match; it's 2 matches, and also we have to think about that. I think the
Hansi Flick say uko spend ya no ma bi wo hokra na wono ya na won shada ntiase sa La Liga president na okeka kanse bi sa demum na ni age boy no etimi esi akana bi kama me ko Germany abrante ni Joshua Kimmich abrante no so no wasa sustain injury ni nyina no sa na or try san ko beba back say injury na wasa nya no omo so be ko nchenchen e kakra ansa na Joshua Kimmich e beba back wetima ba back after MRI scan no wasa aba bi si akan e ba munchin bobo ekono eno eje dawa ye de emamo mamimwa mo England na mnya aduma ana slot and I say Premier League ni league bia anke say Liverpool on be feel very comfortable na so Premier League dia as wo shema abo akura ekono okra no for still ebi eguso eda omso na owura Enzo Maresca was say trouble Chaloba still obetranche be 1 week or be 10 days after say o pray o go o free against Aston Villa no answer baka wetima ba owiye and was neto as a striker or a good option or be try so betima ye na obegina ni mod match Chelsea wetimi abo was the duty ni so buy so be prepare ama Chelsea to ma for mpa e de fa na mum goalkeeper Papa, Philip Jorgensen still were Chelsea #1.
But it's okay. Overall, it's okay.
And it hasn't changed your thinking in terms of who's your #1 goalkeeper at the moment?
Yeah, for sure. We don't, if we need to change players every time they do a mistake, we need to change players game by game, many players. But no, it's not nothing changed.
So are you?
I know.
Generally speaking, you have
a Premier League stars, almost MON-FRI. So on best company for say security, Papa. Nama, some some private cars, call for public transport, so call restaurant, baby on best say and for security mon by they say the criminals monitor criminals and your mom do them and the free Premier League stars no bar. Now Gramu or Manchester United or reference said Jim right left or sister or cut it down cost. Namepa and chair meeting Bibaso or that woman more Old Trafford said more than 200 jobs. A bit me everyone else employees now or be off and we are some of paying India to never once say Manchester United latest air costa or ever cutting or air lunch no or we are codidia me patri say no some the limit to lunch option or quarantine canteen and your soup and a sandwich for OBS the first team and under 18 say FA Cup FIFA no or Old Trafford and also in summer or there to your basana on be £8,000 and you some there to Janora, your friend Eric Ten Hag, the podcast and official about out Ochina, na Fakye to my name, and some Pinwaka was say or baby or Taifipa, and your Old Trafford, now officially or Jujon or be take official job, just the 1st of July. That's what take official job with Timo Benyabiano, no Timo Bojuma Biaswa Yakama, and no Eddie Fro Eba, Yadi Amana Troy Dini, some Manchester United for Basha Bantana, your friend Raxmos Hoyland. Na bueno on sympathy kakra eso edimano.
He's on his own all the time, and they're asking, recently turned 22 guy who's out of form. It looks like they're just lumping the ball up to him and saying, "Oh, can you go and score us a goal?" And as you say, confidence is low. He's not offering.
But also at 21, 22 that he is now, you don't know your body, you don't know the game. You're learning. Everyone thinks that you're all going to be Messi and Ronaldo. It doesn't work like that. He needs coaching, he needs help, but he also needs confidence from his teammates. And there's a little bit of me that feels sorry for him. But also there's a part of me that goes, right, let's help him, let's coach him. When he needs coaching, he needs help, but he also...
Mami ngwemo Africa kakra na nchana Morocco on say AFCON omo na be hosti na omo de announcement bi aba say eyade say reopening of stadium sahodo no omo ye no na omo si Mohammed defeat stadium renovation no me pacho Mohammed defeat na mo de atoso ama me omo say eyade say renovation be ready na omo be bia be host game in March. Now, and with that, AC, J. FIFA Club World Cup Trophy Tono, or and a beba, no, Miami Bia Kama, and you Mohammed defeat. And what almost Mule Abdallah Stadium. Now, Mule Abdallah Stadium, saying so very ready, being end of April, and Mule Abdallah Stadium, so very ready. Maybe Biasa Kama, and I've been Batuta Stadium, and also almost very ready, but was the game, end of May. Mumami, I've been Batuta Stadium. Maybe Biaso Enya Kama, nice one there, and no any Dawa Yejamo. Now, me Patoko Nigeria, I would have it your story. Now, Uko Nigeria, almost celebrating former Sporting CP, former Barcelona player, or Reverend Emmanuel Amunike. I said, Dumadi Wabobi Papa, or say your football say coachy. Never me patcho or idea fair. Me patcho Mami or Dashi, Uko Nigeria, where Miss Nigeria 2017. Me patcho Urama, where Miss Nigeria 2017. One of the latest wife for Emmanuel Amunikako Warino, me patcho the car worry or bar, now where Miss Nigeria 2016. Where Miss Nigeria 2016, where Jino. And what Miss Nigeria 2017 and to my Fato home as a Miss Nigeria 2018 as we have two ideas so Amoni came out too much at the end of one was somewhat tasty said your country Miss Nigeria and quite their photo team as I chair Ubetima come beer camera now Romo Cameroon me Patromo Sports Ministry Federation and Tokwa Ejatom Nina Somu Kofa a coach you didn't buy near Antonio Conce Sayo 2019 to 2022 now over no coin Nisika was so mutuano no so Roma 1.2 billion safer what they call dollars for 1.9 $1.9 million na ministry no so matua na Osenka Federation Feka Food ena na nka wose tua ena Feka Food for say mo akwa coach abe impose no ye so mo pese ni tua na ye mpese be no they say current coach what BFN Mark Bryce no ono so no as we shall say no maybe almost the contract omo person be public so odi agra and we are seeing na beto omo nka and we eja edema na wo mo kafa omo host inaugural cup general secretaries leadership workshop and so ya dia ekos ni say omo dey improve football e wo bi prem ha so bia be kama and we dey tell na abuma nya story we emfa ema ni nyina say enche na say under 20 AFCON beba so na accreditation no me pacho fache de obeko bia no onye ready omso ma bia to ho beba na wieye on Friday 14th March and on be close accreditation no na mbacho owura fan Ali Maha ono no eye Almaz head coach no na owura ne fan Ali Maha no was team fan Almazri eso ne Ismaili etima bo draw no ma bo no ntimi to aso nya ba waje adwuma no wode adwuma no eso e de ato ho eno e de dawa ye jeja mu eso Diamamo ewo eyedwuma die no so na me pacho mame nkonko ya dwuma wo abibrem ha eso emfama mo unyina se CAF official man video no ewo Harambee Stars Kenya anopam de beto anim se omo enyo stadium na be host World Cup qualifier against omne Gabon na CAF inspection team enya duwa kwa stadium no eso their team because omo say August ebe part of the stadium sir ebe host CHAN tournament no stadium no ene da ho no eno e de dawa ye jeja mu eno for the first time in 4 years after a stadium we able host to game now African referees ebe fly akopemo Ivory Coast for CAF Elite A referees I want say Ghana Daniela Yankobi almost say CAF Champions League CAF Confederation Cup quarter final sekono referees we kwakwa workshop ewo Ivory Coast Abidjan I'm a bia kama 25 center referees and a aircraft and what you 31 assistant referees and a 6 VAR officials and a question say 11 to 15th March and as our workshop no so all is set me pacho obe PMO under 17 AFCON ebe to 2025 e to Ivory Coast on Saturday draw the two na draw no baby wo akeka 1-1 countries ababe wurama na say wurama group A Senegal Morocco Uganda Tanzania Zambia and our group B your Burkina Faso Cameroon and South Africa Egypt and our group C your Senegal the Gambia your Somalia and Tunisia and our group D your Mali your Angola Cote d'Ivoire Central African Republic na Batobesha say 30th March na Abrewe 19th April under 17 no and no edge dawa ye jeje man for boxing in Martin Bakola me patro Joseph Parker echene bono round 2 na no mo 12 rounds round 2 na no chene bono and opan me don sempi beto anim ni nyina no say over 48 hours before the bout and omutimi e confirm channel ogitu mo wo ye DR Congo eni na se Congolese professional onya $5 million na me patro owura no wanye training mame ni gloves no say no onu anka so an say glove Daniel Dubois me patro Daniel Dubois ni gloves an ko kosa akoko ntokwa en wo say a wo de ekoko eye entokwa no boxer shorts ene che no me patro mu mame na ye hu de ekọ ne boxer shorts na wodo me patro enye sofa wako 21 na ono 16 knockout no nya na patro ya bono knockout ba ko pe na che so onya lusu yi ene ese nyame adom no eno e de to na wonya me patro ono an boxers a wota de kontokwa no na me patro egu a ye jeja mu ade ema no e odwana Joseph Parker so far watimi abo eyesa 10 big boxes we owura me patro ye fe Donte Wilder wabu Anthony Joshua and Rules Sasuna Zelenzang Sasuna Dalen White Abu Dhabi boxer no Martin Bakole or so no waginde Joe Joyce Sasuna Derek Chisora and on wabu 2 times and Abanter Hechi Fury and Junior Efe or so wabu omo na ukoro ma Abanta ye fe no Abanta fe Martin Bakole ni manager trainer no Billy Nelson o ma babonte di aseda e di abro bibia for support amode ma munya video na Martin be na nka memfa nwie watwa video bi di aba efe papa e di aba be da wiasefo nyina ase ese apa support amode ma no o di obi bia ase eno na wuro mu Saudi Arabia Riyadh o Premier Turkey Al Sheikh na Turkey Al Sheikh edi atu assist me Abanta Martin Bakole ebesan akontokwa eno ede dawa ye de mamo ebre no ekọ yenyina so na ensama do a ye bobo no enawia ewo Monday's edition of 3 p.m. Fakye Sports ye de Abraham no ye mfansana international Abu Dhabi emfa de akanyina mam nemom me pa cho me to anu se Bash digital satellite me ba cho se e ba decoder bia open we ase se a DSTV decoder se multi TV decoder se e decoder bay na pe decoder inso to inso muna amframa fa entertain kwa dish na be bon kama bibia da ma e Bash digital satellite na daruma ena cheso be boama bia eso atimi ayakama na o say we door to door services bebia wo bia kumase important bia no ukofie na wo say decoder no so dish no the problem ho decoder problem ho etete ko bosma so dish na wu obeso game on recharge ma and one say ofre basha bibia ebe kama eso edema ni nyina na say wo se obana wi school or pa adwuma ye or person osu adwuma onyansa no adwuma eye dish installation and I say decoder no wo ba bi na spese obro bi ma wo ton a open do so pa atuso akwakoton a me pa to eye dish Bash digital satellite Bash digital satellite na daruma ena cheso no so boa me edam no nsem no eso da bro no say wo de fena ni nim komo the number is 0206 060174 0206 060174 0556 287757 0556 287757 Bash digital satellite o kuma say udu abepo junction also pekotoko junction ship mu udo si abepo junction MON-FRI nante otra baby trotro for ni ginan ko ni ma first junction on your right ye for kotoko junction ship mu eho ena abehu no ko na decoder on sem da ense wada ade ko frɛ no na omrafi no meyema na bibia enya kamabu anopa no nse na nkosem ye birthday bi na mantimi antimi amfa mama me ni siw na me na me pa cho Kevin Ofori Fakye me ba cho nice one ono no ade se odini birthday na no Saturday na maami a me be kana semi ade se urama any third born esu enie na Jeremiah nana amoako esu celebrating birthday on Sunday on a last born na urama na se detective inspector Benedicta Ofori ne mamienu baaku di Saturday era baaku di birthday Sunday na mami wa yeshira ukokrono police station a odofso ho no ye bo se ne manu odomo nyankopon shira mo omom ban na munyini na momeye na koma so ade emfama no nti abu yenyina so na ye special birthday amom no amono ne sem kakra boabo ano no yemfa ensu abra ya breaking it down attaching it down and knocking it down ajejamu yompo me breaking it down and attaching it down no challenge
ala sira kase akwa fama Luther King onimejuma abanyom de onimto ti na daro mo de akwa amarone obetimi ere wadwe nchera aba in a form of text message and our WhatsApp 0207536370 0207543637 e ba betimi studio bi ebe na ya boy etimi e de amanabom amuzu p heba mixture amuzu p heba mixture ne makam ne timera choso e be ma na chese unya nsunsuanso we amana ball to say draw back a abadwama so agin kofo ye papa na se ne te oye obi a odwonso emu ache awana adwonso ni so kokokoko wadwonso awie no o te se waya ase bi akamu ahwe ya dabi no o prostitute no kwa konya ha kakra e wo ho eno nso echi no odwonso ana wadini mu hihyew odwonso ana moje dichi afeso edu bebi a o brekra nsa na dwonso no etimi aba na watu sa na mo na abo adwonso no dwonso pampan bi dichi afeso no e wo na nso bi fi wadini mu ba amansa wansa bi egu ase obepacho ura mu bebi a wo se ope amuzu p heba mixture izanze ejuma empono eyade ano ede eboama na makoye pa etimi era mai be ma se bi ohwo aba no ehunhunu anaso ti ya woma eya muzu pi na be etimi aso ane de amana baby girls no so no eye de ma kancho ozo ba ma bibi ncheche enye de enya akono na honye hwehweham pa eba ne sa ya ro aso bia ba fieti pampan bi wa ase ho owa na so fita bi fi we ba sawansa wa bi agu wadua amana yekura otumuza ade no mo aye den pa ma wontu anamo a ede aningwase e ba agran kofo kokodi mo manije no oro ne mema hia na ntiamu sa na wush waya dabi ade na wo se sound na e ba na ye sound a nipa ne ti ohun sa ampa sound we ne sound the quality one pa ete amuzu p ene be na siesia mfiama bibia akoyede ama wa wo ye adwumaden a wa na honam yo ya usisi na afi we chika se ne ta atwa e ya muzu pi ene be hwe aso ano etimi edi ama me pacho ene ope Dr. Amuzu ni nupa ni bia ana Amuzu pi heba mes chari bia ro ni chemo heba shop pharmacy shops a wo na okọ na wakọ akojibi ope dodo na to a e Amuzu heba kren ne chemo tafu nshare so Amuzu junction no kona kokoje dodo na Fredok na kan hawo na obebo na we jana so 0247 776743 0247 776743 and a 0241 988884 0241988884 niambwa na niamandida di famo madaroma ya down me ba pe the special one prof esi adodo na afi ni shake waba na ya shase na afi koma wodo na ato aso amamo.
This is This is sports.
makwa ba bi mere ba dwumade no so still yara so timi ya bana pese mu no ato aso etimi edi ama kama pa ba wadwen cherema number 0207543637 ya bana akeke etimi edi ama manya ntie so ramu abofo junction tag barbering shop tag yara se pa ese dadi de nyina obiere tum so tag na mi share na koso ana yene safa ma yana officer Jones so officer Jones and co yeso uramu Central Police Station monso ere kama pa so officer big ups yera masi Central Police Station police for nyina ye chiamo kama bibia ko yetimi edi emana gatu. So good afternoon boss, I'm watching your live presentation, keep it up. Na say Luther era no di uramu emana ma unze dodo na edi omode no aba onso betimi do de na by in a form of text message, SMS, and I say for WhatsApp and over record the short you about 020754 3637 020754 3637 na nyama dida di etimi ma Sheikh Habib Mohammed aka Professor the special one bibi aboko there
alhamdulillah
and also your joda o bibi special bi mami ana that made them out because you see, no, maybe a kick corner. And I'm on yet to me fast. I didn't from
Shake, you know, it comes level in draw me.
It's on do about now. Last time I am 7 turning confiance. Who's the mayor? The Bia me count. I did be a baby in Susan, so be a bravo. It also so in Yamis Ujma. This is the last time Bakubia me cousin or Kokana no Diana. Or sell one may see points of my young
by the Vias and the woman say, so be your fluent ya, and your fluya do the man, who be tip high night, tip higher do the man. To me, and the man, Pepper. Do I be special at the moment now? Maybe German man.
Every successful person you see out there or you admire had a story you had no idea about.
Okay.
Successful person be who so yes, we were we were to see Obo Ghana Sikafu Ibrahim Mahama or say Kwame despite one they have a story we know me one way or the other they suffered, they went through tough moment, any situation we barely had no idea. Till the person we catch on they say you can also be successful. What you're going through right now, that part of the journey.
Definitely.
That part of the journey, nobody should know. But one day, when your success comes, we'll be able to the success part of the journey. But the worst part, and also the struggling moment now, will say, that situation. Because the successful men, the successful women you see out there had their own side of the story. Go through that phase of life. One day you will be out. Nyankopon crack catch say or say wala solver you think robuka for tarda. Or no Nyankopon na ebre so a obemma kosi say afei de obe content obeka say I feel de me kra atomyem makoma so ade ni. To say ebre so no nyame na ebemma opim say obe content. Unyan do that stage in the trying moment now do not give up. Keep on pushing. One day you get to that stage afei de will say ono Nyankopon na wadane ho adi acho de ba ne mande awie
Mate fantastic
ma me krani ajo kometo ama
Mate the next 15 minutes
on your screen ababa wa fe Letitia yen ardent listener ba Kweku Ghana Kweku Accra ni sister eniye o say on last born ten Letitia birthday late ewu Kumasi. So Letitia from your elder brother Kweku Ghana o say o special happy birthday nyame o shireni pa no inshallah onye wakoma so adi nyina enva. So happy birthday Letitia from your elder brother Kweku Ghana. Straight ye move na ye nko Kweku. Over the weekend a lot of games and about so now the game I'm more interested we can say the game that has decided the Premier League. And maybe we have more games to go, but Ubia the Adanse said bearing any unforeseen or any unbearable situation, Liverpool ever crowned the champion of EPL season a year. But yeah, what match you opening Mohamed Salah and your first goal, Dominic Szoboszlai at the second goal, and so true Mo Salah assist. I'm a Liverpool after the 3 months more. Now the talking point in the game, you'll be doing now on your screen. the lineup are the two teams no at the starting. So Pep Guardiola started a 4-1-4-1 formation with Ederson in post, Rico Lewis at the right back, and then Josko Vardio on the left side. Now Tana like any son of airball, the 4 and 5. Then the one player now all born as a deep coy announcing as a DM in the third game no. Nico Gonzalez. Now in 4 no, Emutu pretty as wingers. Ubenya Jeremy Doku at the far left, and then Savio at the far right. Kevin De Bruyne, Omar Mamouche as the player all behind the striker. Full Foden and the striker. In this play, and also among the players are Danko Bekasi Yopobia Manabo anymore. It should be Omar Mamouche, not Full Foden. But I'll come and explain the reason Pep Guardiola did that. And then Oko Liverpool side, Alisson Becker, he went in for a 4-2-4 formation. And Slot and young manager Uta been so pragmatic. But in the Nura game, no, he understood the system. Pep Guardiola at the Ever game, so he mapped up a strategy that will be able to cement and then nullify everything manager friends Pep Guardiola ever in the game. So Alisson Becker input, Alexander Arnold the right back, and then Robertson or left back, Konate, Virgil van Dijk. At the heart of the defense, Alexis McAllister and then Ryan Gravenberch. Say, I'll talk much about this boy, Ryan Gravenberch, and the stability or the Abre Liverpool when it comes to say Liverpool in defensive unit. And then anymore, opening the 4 players are original Mo Salah, Szoboszlai, Jones, and then Diaz. I had to confuse you, Manchester City, seeing Diaz and then Curtin Jones instead of Diego Jota, any Cody Gakpo. Emma manager friend Pep Guardiola a lot of headache. We'll come there and talk about it. Now, your ball game, you Liverpool are winning 2-0. But look at this on your screen. So where starts here at that when you catch it, will say one share ball maybe and I'll buy it. Without the scoreline at that one, you say, but sure we never cancel. You will not say Liverpool any team. Your ball game, your Man City about 16 shot, Liverpool about 8. Shot on target, Man City ball 5, Liverpool in 4. In terms of touches in the opposition box, so be any ball, air ball, the opponent not any ball. In the final third, Manchester City in 40 touches, or Liverpool box them. Liverpool in 28. Possession percentage, Manchester City at 66.10%, whilst Liverpool in 33.90 in terms of percentage. Corners, Liverpool in 5, Man City in 7. Fouls committed, that is where you credit manager friends and slots. If we cannot beat them, let's be tactically disciplined. There are 2 types of being tactical discipline. One, and they said, avoid the chaos in a game. The second one, and they said, you will be disciplined to the extent, said, opponent now winning a ball, and if you miss the ball, you don't miss the man. Said Jesus na na canon. Say nipan efa ball na fool say there are things you do to stop the transition and slot any Liverpool team and they did that to perfection. Now, Papa we are or that screen so Pep Guardiola. You didn't home komo bebre aka the problem any or how or na musis here. Now let's move quickly. Yababa credited and slot and how he was able to map strategies to stop Tima. Your friend is say Manchester City. Now, my catch say Manchester City started the game with a 4-1-4-1 system. With that 4-1-4-1 system. Now, look at this. So we diagram I made there two in analysis screen so Eddie Achewa. This is Abrante and Eddie Kosanov. This is Nathaniel Lucky. Abrante first and Nico Gonzalez Enyi. One who recall Lewis, baby, I want to move with Eddie Ababeji. Now, one Manchester City, he has these 2 players, I'm in the centre back. So, I'm going to drop it. Abrante friends, Nico Gonzalez, Eddie Ababeji. Then, the right backer, or Rico Lewis, move straight forward into the midfield unit, trying to make sure Obenya 2 players in the midfield, that is Aquada friends, Nico Gonzalez, and then Onu Rico Lewis, in order to unsettle Liverpool. Omunfin 2 now they will be able to go there and overcrowd them. Obenya same numbers. Now they line up this way. Now we throw 4 players. Eddie Ababi go anywhere. Ubehun Jeremy Doku, Ubehun Abrante and Eddie Savio here. Then Kevin De Bruyne Ewaha. Ubenya Omama Musia. Full Foden now as a striker will drop. The reason until Full Foden will say he brought in Full Foden because of how intelligent Full Foden is. One Phil Foden is playing as the number 9. Anytime at Manchester City he will try and drop forward. So drop he draws Abrante and the Virgil van Dijk with him. Van Dijk follow Abrante friends of Foden. Then there will be a lot of space here. This space here, because of how smart and quick Aquarius friends Omar Mamouche ANT. When that space comes, he's trying to see, say, Yebenya passes from either Kevin De Bruyne and now the wingers, no, they'll drop in the passes here. Now, Branty and he did Omar Mamouche are running into that space. He started the setup, and I say he did the setup perfectly. And the starting game is all ball. Now, you could clearly see, say, anytime Manchester City, they run quickly to Abrantia first, either Savio and I say Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku, in the first 10 minutes, now, while yet Alexander Arnold, even in the first 3 minutes, no one yet take on Marco 3. over Abrantia the Alexander Arnold but or yet take on Nivea the final pass obe locate Omar Mamush no na I very difficult to or final pass in the next picture mediatus ediama what I was talking about now you could clearly see here Nico Gonzalez in our hand baby Abrantia and the Rico Lewis Ababidina will draw as many as 4 Liverpool players and the Ababidina. Now look at Virgil van Dijk when the position born he's watching the space over here to see say Omar Mamush and now say Jeremy Doku back ever drop it and when it happens that way baby Van Dijk and he moves into that space. Kevin De Bruyne, he said the moment they are able to loot the ball to Kevin De Bruyne, he finds a player running behind the space. Liverpool they did that but they could not locate that final passes now. Liverpool say okay this is their more yeah no problem be play your normal game. When it comes to possession, you have the strength more than the ego. We will allow you to dominate the game, to possess the game. But this boy called Kevin De Bruyne, we will not give him that space because he is the most important player in Manchester City. He has that visionary passes. So who game so he will be able to find that pinpoint passes, that tell passes able to locate the other players are running into the space. Into any time Kevin De Bruyne, you could clearly say there is a Liverpool player drawing so closer to a correct face Kevin De Bruyne in order not to give him that space. For Josco Vadio, in a position, mark how important Josco Vadio Manchester City setup but then in the Endra game, anytime you see Josco Vadio, you don't normally see Josco Vadio moving past the center line. The reason being that the man over there is so intelligent. Say, would you want to say editor or punish? And he did that. He punished team friends in Manchester City. We'll come and talk about Mohamed Salah on that score. Now, you move quickly. Manchester City in the now look at this position. Kevin De Bruyne and American after Man City tries after 10 minutes, opinion didn't add and slot she say Man City near man no the quiet here we intimate man doku intimate the boy and the Savio and so intimate. Let's start moving forward. Yen can't Virgil van Dijk and Konate to say you guys are smart. Keep an eye on Kevin De Bruyne and Omar Mamush. Do not allow them to move empty. So watch your man. They are not doing positional marking, but they are rather doing zonal marking. Kevin De Bruyne and Ojina said the zona Eden HSA. This boy called Robertson, keep an eye on him. Look at Omar Mamush. There is another player marking him or making sure all money space in order to create Liverpool are close to everything. Manchester City quickly Liverpool and your first go. Go now a buy. It wasn't through any tactics. Corner now, Liverpool practice their corner clearly. Utimu say they are well rehearsed from training grounds. Ya bokon and Diaz at the cutback number. Mohamed Salah slot in. Then first goal now first goal by win. This is where another tactics also about game no more can say. After say team and didn't add Liverpool share the first goal in one thing and slot does very well and he said Manchester City for with a 4-1-4-1. Anytime be about Liverpool, they throw one player to go and start the press from Liverpool for an hour for. Adia Bakwa manager Nigeria Pep Guardiola and when he said in terms of Premier League this season, open 2 centre backs are pressure almost omunimbo nikuta a team the progress Virgil van Dijk and Abrantia the Ibrahim Konate. They does that so perfectly. Pressure be any so betuma kuta on Eddie Arania by the center circle. So in the build up to the Liverpool second goal, ball na ba be di Alisson Becker. Becker nikuta bon. You throw for Foden so onko press it. Becker dropped that ball to Abrantia Eddie Ibrahim Konate. Now he Konate edge ball under normal circumstances Konate ebe started or pass the ball and also or body too because there is another player dropping to make sure say obe stop it or no Konate in the movement. See the another player over here Manchester City player and switch on Nusunechi. One hand am praying or bobo on too. He started progressing the ball. First picture now made look at his position. Now look at the second picture. Or the ball now Abba drew this position. Or drew high saying he squared the ball to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk edge ball. Manchester City players have started running towards Virgil van Dijk. On also no one look at the next picture. Van Dijk was saying square ball as they are command. Now I will drop another picture. You will see the job of Ibrahim Konate and then the movement of Mohamed Salah and Untina just covered you you get to understand. Now look at Konate Man City players but you could count 1, 2, 3, 4 players all trying to make sure say they will move towards Liverpool on half line. Now Liverpool and he saw Mohamed Salah and in the movement at the blind side of Abrantia he did just covered you was square ball on the street. Eddie Abraham and Mohamed Salah. Now Salah edge ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold is moving into that space. Or J-Ball, one corner him, and also Pia ball on the back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Quickly, just covered you in the or Pia ball on the man while running behind just covered you. Now the next picture, Alexander-Arnold. He was able to square the ball past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. of Manchester City. Amu players and was square ball Eddie Atumechi. Mohamed Salah with his intelligent after se ball Everton now where we just cover the elha. Aka on na tane lucky ball na ba to I see quickly or far ball na pe who say the two players and I ran into that space. And we pin ball on the atua. So was like tapping. Tactically, manager a friend said and Slot was on top of the game quite of fouls MRP up Manchester City. When you're a second goal, only a second goal.
But so I'm busy questions kakra. The pass and only way now what can he Trent Alexander.
Yes.
Meaning Arnold who did that qualities now for can one say the long everything about you know a Euro scenario that the boy fino.
Yeah.
And he's
having that vision to locate the place. If only you run in behind the opponent and answer Omakana when in the ball that vision to be able to locate. He was able to loot the ball past about 5 Manchester City players to locate Abrantia, your friend said Mohamed Salah. Now Liverpool in the second goal. After the second goal in the Bayern, and Slot said, "Born here, movie." That is when I'm committing a lot of fouls. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 players. Anytime be a Manchester City equitable on the see this. You remember the Kumakacho say game now say I know I Arnold Hoegman. After so many 2 in the end, let's protect the 2 goals. To a ball now you could count 3 players all closing taps on a branch the DIABY Jeremy Doku. Edmana is simple. Now you miss this boy. The reason until Liverpool Yamana or in Onye in Pepe and they say this boy was not in the game. Ellen Holland. Into Manchester City any presence. Because for 49 year one as force number 9, on that intelligent as a centre forward. Or Kobe and Adrian who said or a midfielder or a winger. Into only that presence I could bet media intimidate Liverpool for on back line and the physical and in man Manchester City MSs are and now Liverpool we game the kama. This man, Virgil van Dijk, how he was able to organize the back four of Liverpool and the kind of us moving the players when they are in transition. I think it is one thing that very commendable. I'll say Yabana so Dominic Szoboszlai in terms of defensive ability. Yen surely the team improve the balance and from a defensive unit. Team in transition, they will drop it back, ball then we're organizing the midfield unit. Other players from Ebona. He is so superb and he does that to perfection. Say Yabana Bas. Allah is Allah there. And upon here we are Luther and who went yen can't say from Fana. About 7 record Mo Salah Ayeno. Yen Shas and Yin Yen Kamum says, me know ya again. I don't come on with this. A cow quite in Liverpool Champions League. Now yen crown African brother. Mohamed Salah.
A Juma Salah you want for the past Salah.
When we need Ballon d'Or, I think football. We all wish and pray this year. Mo Salah a bit my head. Because my member Alexander Isak and Shabaso 76 games. And we had 50 goals for club and the Newcastle United. Now I say Edmund Fred Lundbeck, a Swedish player. Now I say more goals in the Premier League with 48 and Dra or the Marco 50. Now, so I come 1 minute meet media. And for you that screen you see this is Mustafa Mesut also. Turkey Mampeni and a Dahono. Upon your friend is a Dogan and a Dahono. Mustafa Mesut also. Now down for Kesepa any penny we are or that screen you see. Now also playing this are not Usia kind of. And no coach Yapa we any kutuan for the media 2 screens. So that was prior to 2018 World Cup. And some be Ebama Germany for no car say yan dropping yen free almost squad they call World Cup no. Or because a racist any year because a one and many papa free. Ninchi. They saw them on air for foreign politics. This man American was media show. They American was why a prime minister pen I will take it. Answer Obedi there as president. Obedi president, where him ran a more be so by a prime minister, different to could take it any other part of the European world and go for be friends or a dictator or autocratic. In the amount for bring the empanasm. Also, then Abu and amount forecast Ozil start a roaming into politics and so on and so. Now, after 2018, you call World Cup and a buyer or call retirement in 2019. Mesut Ozil and a call president I can was a buyer only Mustafa Mesut Ozil the best man. Some na kaya was one in the cool mampini in a culture picture now same year or the Jessica and a coin. Now fast forward a year later okay where the president and a best man. Okay, didn't know my coffers in Yaba. And random rate Oko take my mampini no tia kunya Zenko Wabagana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nasser making a dogan ni party you're from Justice and Development. Andra Omakwa Kushia Congress no more Congress now Mustafa Mesut Ozil. You know, Ed number of party no, or members no was see Yamani position. Wow. I will take it. Or be running. I will buy Musis here. And no amount for say now question what catch them so your politician. The idea is say fast forward just after 2-3 years of call retirement no. Baba be in your position. I will buy Musis say oko take ya and conform take decision. Ewa by mu eboa etu edogan for Eman Ediba bebu take man no. Mesut Ozil and run number after some congress no ye wi no. Mesut Ozil ya yi ne Edna kan ho ono so ba be adwuma ewo. Amate so I feel all detail friend the special one no. Ne sero si didn't come on. Man message ne kakra. Akresio Usu Abib E Mohammed and de Max B eto ase Daniel Asumadu Senior. Habibi Sobrian told us some of the other buyer from Ataya Jabin. Abu, I love your team, especially Abi Mohammed. He's a fantastic guy. Keep the fire blazing. The other bear no nafe or sophomore for not Fakye Sport no size and your frame no time Africa watching you show live inside Aguna come Liverpool. So hey massa I say we dey mean to me kokan onyaza menya asem what the bar na my na ya na aboa me na aboa my bibia daddy open is about call there. No, weekend on a BB.
Oh, weekend, no, okay.
Next 15 minutes, you're the family quena. Maybe should be a
farmer suits or the natural sepis canapedin. To me now, the Hobeba. Brabona, a bonus, O pesca, now pedia. The Akanans bet me a follow. And African Kwandawaha. But be our number, pesica. Now influence. Make us say, O Paninuaka cracked me the command Panivosamonye. And of course, I support to my dear. Yes. Sanyo na wo ye ndi. E mo ma dwene ho se ne ye mo na konya. Ye bo akonya ma na daachi bi no betimi abo ma no matimi akoye. Ndu ya akwala wo ye hwan no wasisu na obo bra na. Pesika na opetuni unya ka ho pe. Wi asi obi antimi ntisi ubefa mu akọ na ka ho ne hwan se wo de take president me ye best man. E wo wedding ase. Wo Mesut Ozil. So tell you pesika. But
you know so on record taking in Germany war abakwasin bebre mo abakwasin bebre mo ben no mo abakwasin bebre every time Adolf Hitler we ne buy no no mo chichi crew no then me report am tie cross on Africa na Ghana be kasa say ke ko na say nyankwa e no mo ko fa take for no e de o mo buy no mo de o be ye crew no this all ko Germany population no ni pe world no 100% no we German for no mo ye be ye yan fan say 85-90%. No more do so kroma pa na say take it for. To take it for the few are. Or more sand also pay Poland. As it Turkish or Germany are intimidating it down. I don't know why interesting thing. Okay, former buyer no blade you never friend make sure.
Yes.
Or your never fit Turkish. Ike Gundogan.
Yes.
Mesut Ozil. Omu bebre, omu you take it for. Yeah.
A lot of Turkish. And when you deal with Uncle for now, Poland for no names are Turkey for no. And you deal with Ba.
And Utina, a do baby benya, Miloslav Kroos or Poland, you know, Germany, Babenya, this player. Lukas Podolski. Now, Timborowski. So, Kaiser player. Obunina, no way for now. Why interested in a man recepted Dugan and Penasemo taking on Angela Merkel? Yeah. On Zaman. Otimi ye campaign as the crew for net to about Germany. Amunku Tuma. Or said that camera. He has been the prime minister before, but the president don't say Omu be a prime minister.
Now be a prime minister now because in take time maybe a Guga can be
or influence you Turkish near Germany no. Hono more muntu no mukura do asete. Otimi ye press conference catch o mo ze mo koto aba ma me not to no. Mutia no.
Life na nkasa kwaku na yaka. Ya mama we shi modest or side from Poma no office or a general science student. Le SHS1 ewo ya Santoa no office yesterday was her birthday. Happy belated birthday. Wo fa ya daw bebre so hu scan be by 2 na nchemeto na se be atimi aye kama. Sanso na Safari one solid guy on Fire Sports ni agro man Safari ene eyo no so birthday. When fa kunya we na mention no so happy birthday. Nyame share na onye ne kese. Kwaku enu ati my friend Liverpool MI who say league now is done. Matches be brain aka but league na anka say the Liverpool for na so team age because mo di Liverpool achi trying to even unsettle them no imagine ya Arsenal and so Arsenal do achi a me say no man wo form kakra but enu a win na Liverpool win come here kwa say league no maje awie no nipa akọ ma show mpa Manchester United for no because adie bo akwa no me the ball mo safo hene e wo league ni mo was that ye 20 ne die ye mo bia metuen en kan Liverpool but as we speak say Liverpool to meji league na say o match Manchester United and say Manchester United for no show ma setena mu na me ne wo kasa yi a omo hu don beji league ni bi ento mo Liverpool team ne hye Liverpool team ne sia hye any an slot esia slot into the system of the English Premier League system Jurgen Klopp Jan ho na ye dwene say oba no anhwa na ekwa akoye de club be fire no first the half season ankoye he needed time to build a team no na e ka say ekwa akoye ni bi but in the first season he's in the Carabao Cup final in the Champions League. He's in good standing, and now in the Premier League, 11 points gap. It tells you how good and slot ends with Timia. But we know, and probably them winning the league, as Manchester United for any year, more and our more ends with Timia. And in recent times, Manchester United for the DIABY, not to say more and Casare was on board or more Nadio. Some Manchester City league got to us Marco and 9. Abrana Fakye in Argentina, so welcome. Now, Liverpool's I did the 20th time. Any of my party back home to me the whole Liverpool for and say Munim League never money make kind hono. say any idea assure but yesterday's game was a game to let Ubia who say whatever an slot was doing, was not a fluke. A woman say Omanya blip in their performances because in the second half against Manchester City, it showed. In bare 3 matches at Liverpool born every single time when they are playing the game, you could see say in the second half, no match than Kunyim from Liverpool City Siko. But you don't blame them. Break a crunch with Timiaba and over reliance on certain players. And I mean, ye Timidi sound come on. So congratulations to Liverpool. Me and Medina him be am TD. I know say Liverpool at league. Oh, Liverpool at league no. The league is for conclusion. Ayeka. Oh, Liverpool at league no. Wow. Yes, Liverpool at league no. Regardless, match Arsenal the ball in hand. Or want to me at the league and so to media free hole. But and no line up Manchester City the buy no tell so omo ya rebuilding. But as to when I start rebuilding betimi am more the desired results no and I intimate because we Edison or what the 30th mark. Now you Nathan and Kefri mu. Now be here Brantaya friend no Kevin De Bruyne free mu. Yesterday their performance or their lineup every single member and more than 26 years. Mamouche Nabekas was 26 years. It was 20 years, 23 years and all that. The show say Pep Guardiola Jetum say Omo don't be here Jumano beating records, making sure say every single team will be share Manchester City you don't play to war plan. They force you to play to their plan and when you went to Miasha the dynasty is over. And now they need to build a new team. And in building a new team, when you Juma Pep Guardiola abefa ebe jet day and so because we are building teams every week. But this time again, after building a team that won Manchester City eventually everything that they competed for, he needs to build another team and make sure say when we standard no krana, it comes up to challenging for the titles and all that. So I don't know did the team friend where Manchester City and Pep Guardiola, but I'm not do. Now Manchester City edge or home broken heart abe from the biabe from ama Pep no team Pep no is not done. Nobody can hate next. No one say Pep Guardiola why no he's done. But Robert Meka say Manchester City is done because what he built, it's time for him to build another team. So you heard the way man ends with Fakye. On the free war, it's time for Mikel Arteta. That's not for me business. I need to sack the man because whatever he's done, the icing on the cake, Moron Van Free Johnson Smith war icing on the cake, winning the trophy. So over the past 5 seasons, when he came to Arsenal, before a team at the point, no more day, a pamo players, we had the control. Aubameyang, Messi, Dozimuna, getting them out of the team. He built a team that he was able to control. Tell them whatever they need to do. And when you are building something, the most important thing in football, also what build a squad, why then is to crown it with a trophy. Last 2 seasons, Arsenal made trust a more big game, and everybody felt, hey, Arsenal team winning a team a take, and probably they can win the English Premier League. Last season, they did the same thing. At a point, no more Manchester City. Or Manchester City, league needed from Muzam. This season, many felt say he need a striker to make sure say the team is ready to compete and probably win the English Premier League. He said, say no, the team is okay. Kai have read whoever and pra and so to me. If you look at how Arsenal struggle Anybody almost says here, there is nothing like they can win the league. And if you can't win the league, consistently, you've been consistent in making sure that you are fighting for the league. 3 years. What is the fourth one waiting for you when you've done nothing to show that you can win the league? You make sure, say, over tight teams, if you look at Mikel Arteta, this season, and a slot in the English Premier League, only English Premier League, but he's been able to take a squad. Now, on a building, one for addition Bianca home. So, okay, teams and a man for Air Premier League name on Bebra. A man for was pinpointing to my friend in Liverpool because Oman any extraordinary sign probably Fakye is someone that said they were born as too. Yeah. And then he came in. It wasn't something that na Obama Abel Liverpool team can, but he made good use of whatever was left for him. And what prepare more now they are going to win the English Premier League. I think it's time for Arteta to take the bag now. They need to get someone who will get that mentality to make sure that our boys now make the league, you know. And no when the baby or boy, the winning mentality was supposed to come from Manchester City. Ko oni Pep Guardiola juma, but then Arteta atre over the years, whatever he learned from Pep, no, or the year juma. And if you are able to compete for 3 seasons, no one to this season, and the way things look now, no. Yes, was obey the league. Next, Arsenal fortune pay manager. Jumana, Pochettino Queen or Tottenham no, and no be an sure say to Arteta no. Wapim obey me build to number. But say all G title the amount no, it's something that Mikel Arteta say untimenje. So I share Salah sem na can you may think say ye dia go and say Africa for na ye born who dey rule near. If you look at the performance against Manchester City and records as the performance near. The first player in the Premier League history to register 40-plus goal involvement in 2 different seasons. Mo Salah is the first player in Europe's top 5 leagues to be directly involved in 50 goals across all competitions in 2024-2025 season. Wow. Mo Salah has now scored and assisted in 11 Premier League games this season, the most by a player in a single season in one of Europe's big 5 leagues since Lionel Messi for Barcelona 2014. 2015-11. Mo Salah has provided more assists in 2024-2025 season than any other Liverpool player has in a single Premier League campaign. 16. Mo Salah is the first player in Premier League history to score and assist in both games against the reigning champions in a season. Mo Salah is the first player to score 25-plus goals and register 15-plus assists in a single Premier League season. So if you are able to present this record on the table, winning the Premier League, you can say the way things are going, probably the Carabao Cup 2 is a foregone conclusion. 2 trophies clogged. And in the Champions League, even they are able to also win. It's a season nobody can tell Obia say Mohamed Salah ain't deserve Ballon d'Or. Oh, wow. He's worked his way into that stardom. That platform, any public international say. Ubia bon homo Mohamed Salah and the last time I can say 2014-2015 a Messi-like performance na Salah de Mayeno. Yes. And he's been able to because this year Messi won the La Liga, Copa del Rey and the Champions League. So if he's able to do that for Liverpool, there is no 2 ways. Some point for the Ballon d'Or no so the man na ne makoye and so team very very good season run and so como on settle Napoli.
Yeah, I think Ches Fabregas, I say
the last 2 games he scored against or winning against Fiorentina.
Yeah, no, not first.
And we Napoli and so team of here. This is a manager now called over Nyoma started season. I don't mention that Kuyen Famanasa, but he's been under quality managers during the playing days. He was under Papa Wenger, under Antonio Conte, under Pep Guardiola, and under Jose Mourinho. Nitia ye. Coach Bakwa because in the year power we are Sex Fabregas. Didn't say in football you either attack or you defend. He's so fortunate that he's playing under 4 managers are 2 are defensive minded, 2 are attacking minded. In Wenger he will never defend. You know Pep Guardiola be asem na atoro and Anomankoye. And you know Conte and Jose Mourinho. So now, if he is able to blend the tactics or whatever from these coaches, no, they're not anymore. But all starting Nana MON-FRI. And now he's been able to win the last 2 games. When you have 7 points off the drop zone. And I think that is something that we need to commend the Cesc Fabregas. The way he's doing things, you know. You see, the digital coaches nowadays, it's time for the analog coaches to go away. The analogs, no benya Ancelotti mo, no benya be to say Diego Simeone mo Chirese or mo analog for no, but unya company mo nchada ngade sa, unya branch FN Jabi Alonso and Cesc Fabregas ebetchero Lampard mo nka ho, Wayne Rooney mo nka ho. They've not been able to get to that level. Because or me digital coaches. I don't know what count. Lampard. His own Chelsea people don't even want to hear his name.
Systematic man.
Ateta into can't get tough one. The kind of work Ateta into can't get tough one. Into digital one or what they say they are doing well. And in recent times, now players no freeway or move correct time on Boboa. None of man shut down for I'm a coach and no one shut down for. But tell me said these guys are over tennis and I think that we should just see a big congratulations to Abante friend
Cesc Fabregas.
But if you are free relegation, no man call relegation probably next season he can build on it.
Mate, but as a more than 200 messages, but my I'm clear Kakransana the maestro about. Good afternoon, my name is Hussein Jr. Watch you live from Koforidua. Please update on Chelsea. My name is Frank. Watch you live from Elubo. Frank, which is a hoboko. The Amodia Inca. Watch you live from Serigina. Say, keep up the good work, guys. Here I say, no the other by. Hello, good afternoon, International Abu Dhabi. I'm Critical Best, a musician from Abuakwa. You are doing a very good job. Thanks for the good work. Here I say, no so the other by. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Greetings to all you sports crew from Razak, Bono East, Techiman. Mangwase, no deba, Baba Ramu, Ewaram, Champion Sports in Ghana. Say, my name is JB from Winneba Junction, Commanders Classic Salon. It is a more morning, you know, more pa, na high Fakye TV, Halamado the way, Gamanche, Nidio no so, good afternoon, International Abu Dhabi. I'm Ivan Rich. Again, always watching the show live. Keep it up. Greetings to my senior minister, Mr. Abiding Forever, Barcelona, and a happy birthday to Hansi Flick. Good afternoon, Abu. You are doing a great job. I really love you, sports pa. Watch you live from Morocco. This is sister ya from Morocco. Sister ya, Nigiri se bibia bokwa nema. Ekoye kama pa. Etimi ede ema one de onsono. Or de by nema. Fumasia, great job, Lutakin nema. Starboy no. Good afternoon, my boss Abu. It's Edward Maradona. Watch you live from Facebook. Barcelona will win the La Liga. And here, so etimi Ediramo. You guys are looking good. Fakye Sports, the best. The other way, hi, Fakye TV. I'm Schneider. Watch you live from Akruja number 2. Baza is the best team in the world. To Hernandez Borga, Iceman, Shamak, Sistefia, and Coach Jeff. The Alonso Etimi Ereba Babi Ramo Ewahano. No, my name is Big Daddy. Watching live from Bandai Nkro. Abu, you guys should keep the fire burning. Fakye Sports, you do all. They're Big Daddy. So no, they burn on Fakye Sports. No size. Central C need the other bells. Liverpool is the best in all. From Kwame Balak inside Odisha Enterprise. Kwame Prayeso and on. I'm Harvester from Takwa Fakye Sports. The more fire no. Good evening, Boss Abu. It's your small boy, Boss Sports Lion from Brekuma Mangwase. Fakye Sports, the best in Ghana. There are some there also the bell. Say, good afternoon, Abu. Please, this Mingle from Saltpond. Please let your panel give us update about Manchester United. Your show is very fantastic, and I'm enjoying every minute. The other bell on the way. So from El Chaman, I love your show, Abu. Here I say, hi, Abu. Hi, Abu. You guys are doing a great job. God bless you all. From that arcade, Kwara Sono the Bear, my show. And the dog Samba Sonama, you are. Someone called it. Hey, none of the
pilot,
Maestro. The Maestro. The Maestro. The Maestro, if I don't come next 15 minutes, you're there. Why?
Landlord, one of our ardent viewers, a friend of Elom Jessica, or her is here, Accra, it's Elom, which I
Elom Jessica.
Elom Jessica.
I don't touch it, I guess.
Oh, say, or more, what, oh, say.
Sign up. I said, how you be saying?
Oh, there we go.
So we get a share also chill.
Oh, yes. Also, baby girl.
The Maestro.
Yeah. And I would say the old production. So my cousin friend, me Prince Lodro. I friend no say no better. I saw a chop.
Me so.
I saw a chop. Oh yeah,
O cousins Dawson. Obusi amo Dawson.
Oh yes.
You are so cousin bia pe bia be chia.
Oh yes, I think say every cousin. Like every cousin.
Yanko any me feel mo. Yanko.
Landlord, yendin komo kakra e wa hanom. I think say o hwe mfunine that screen so na it's all about I think say the Italian Serie A weekend action. So say over the weekend a brief analysis about AC Milan and Torino.
Yeah.
And Kim Nukonewi, and I think that Torino was able to score AC Milan by 2-1. And it is all because of that Torino, whenever Biomubi faces AC Milan Biano, was problems it's set in. Now, if I can get that particular video on our screen, this is a video of the fans of AC Milan and then Torino. That happened in 2003. And after that particular match, this is the match at AC Milan, Esce Torino. It was San Siro, and even at the home of Stadio Olimpico, Torino, Turin. And after this particular match, Niamasi the course of 2003, after that particular set match. Now, match way a course over the weekend. After that match, Torino fans can't see me AC Milan for ultras, telling them, say, when it comes to football, it is not about AC Milan, but then it is about Torino. There's a history to that. Prior to this particular history, we talk about the Italian Serie A, when you go back in AD 230, that was the time the Roman Empire rise from the Greek Empire, or influence from that particular era. And when you check about the kind of games normally was a source of entertainment, that time no more friend Herpestum. Herpestum was an advanced form of football. And at that time, the ancient Greek was actually performing that football as their source of entertainment. So after say the power struggle, a switch from the ancient Greek about the Roman Empire. For the ancient Greek, it was called the fortnight. But the switch by the Roman Empire, it was not called the fortnight, but then it was called the Herpestum. After the Herpestum, in the mid-16th century, there was another influence of football, and it happened in England. When it happened there in England, the man friend Herpestum, but then they call it medieval football. So Italians found it who say, Omudiano friend Herpestum under the Roman Empire across other European countries. They are seeing it say England for Nafadiano, or rebranded, and they are doing it very well with them. Now they needed to get back their football back to Italian Serie A. And you know more you eating and so much adopt another name for the football, and no name someone adopt a particular name called the Calcio Fiorentino. That is the reason why enabling Italian Serie A, they call it the Calcio Italian Serie A. That was the history. Now the Calcio Fiorentino was actually played in the city of Florence. At that time, in the mid-16th century, and Italians in your mind say they will rebrand from the medieval football in England and they will call it as the Calcio Fiorentino. But football advanced proper in Italy, and shall say in Milano, and shall say Juventus Turin, and shall say Torino Turin. The city of Turin is about Torino. Now, the man on your screen is this particular reference, Eduardo Bossio. Okay. This is Eduardo Bossio, and Onona established the football club called Torino. The man established Torino, they said, he sat down and he was working at one of the textiles factory in Italy, Turin. This textile factory, England from the established that textile factory, in the later part of 1800s. Nobody established that textile factory, established, and this man was a solely worker over there. Now, he studied these particular English people and told them, I said, these people, no football, no mope. So, medio mechi, na mako England, na mako football, me ba. In the city of Turin, I will establish my football club. It would Diomechi no Muko, England. When he went to England, he studied their football, came back to the city of Turin, and then established the Noble Torino in the later part of 1890s. When this man established the Noble Torino, a lot of people came on board to support Torino at that time because it was the only time when Oma established that particular football club. And they wanted to actually find some of the clubs who meet my partner in the 4-man championship in the Italian Serie A. Now, there was this particular man called Alessandro Ferrera. Ferrera was that particular man. Later on, rising to become the Italian FIFA Association president in Italy. when he rose to that particular level, or making sure so Eduardo Bosio, as the owner of Torino, that particular football club will rise to its prominence. So check it out in the 1900s. When you were talking about football, it wasn't a certain AC Milan, it wasn't a certain Juventus, it wasn't Inter Milan, but football in Italy was about Torino, because the Torino fans and other people in Torino believe that when you talk about football, football is not AC Milan. Football is this particular football club called Torino. Now, there's another history. So we'll check it with Torino and then AC Milan. In the latter part of 1930s, and Torino for air rising to their perfection. In the latter part of 1934, 1938, and Torino for your first Scudetto title. On their way of winning that first Scudetto title, they were able to beat AC Milan in that particular way. Now, AC Milan to the biggest win at Camille in the 1988-1989. At the time, Arrigo Sacchi was that kind of head coach for AC Milan. He won that particular game at Stadio di Olimpico di Torino by 6-0. But when you talk about the history between Torino and AC Milan, a quiet abysmal, because of say, in the 1948-1949 season, something happened in that particular season because this Torino team, almost traveled the course Sporting Lisbon, wanted very well. So a friendly match with Sporting Lisbon, team that say goodbye to Sporting Lisbon, captain Francisco Ferreira, that say goodbye to him. It was Sporting Lisbon. Now, before Sombekono, Torino was leading the Italian Serie A. Now, 4 matches to the end of the season. When Torino Football Club, together with the staff, managers, 31 players, all normally seated in the plane, Omoba back to Torino, hit the Basilica Catholic, and also Torino, and Manipe 31 no more aeroplane, except one particular player called Augusto Carlos. That hamstring injury to no to kindly be Anchor Sporting Lisbon. But before some ever play number no, AC Milan Ultras at that time, a catcher Torino fans they say you for no call Sporting Lisbon and they are going to play that game for Sporting Lisbon. Omumbrano, or also meeting maybe really league, 4 matches to the end of the season. Torino fully beat that particular league, But as some AC Milan for Ultras next kind, a Camille said AC Milan for no conspire against this particular team. That team there, it was called the Grand Torino. That was their nickname. It was called the Grand Torino because of say within that particular moment in time, they rose to that particular prominence and they were dominating in the Italian Serie A and they were dominating in all other competition. Almost finding myself in the Italian Serie A. This is Torino in 1949. There was a disaster, and the disaster that happened in 1949 was the Superga air gas disaster. You see here, 31 players of Torino, hete the Basilica Catholic Church, Torino, some playing the Dasono Moheno, and see here, 31 players, So when it becomes crucial between AC Milan and Torino, they have history. The ultras of, the side of Torino, the Grenadiers, they don't actually side with the ultras of AC Milan. The moment fans Nibishia during the time of Torino against AC Milan Biano in Tokwa ATVDC. Then you talk about the last 3 seasons, the consecutive times that Torino for it might dominate over AC Milan. It is actually superb because when you talk about the 3 seasons, 6 matches at hand, Torino has been able to win 3 wins on a successful row, with just 1 draw and 2 wins across Edema AC Milan. This is not the AC Milan Football Club by any means, but when they go to Italy, they've actually formed the 7 Sisters Football Club. You talk about the AC Milan, talk about the Inter Milan, talk about Juventus, then you talk about Parma. Parma is a frame because right now, Parma is not able to rose to a dominant period within this particular short period of time. So Napoli for now, I'm the 7 Sisters Football in Italy. Torino for whom say when we talk about 7 Sisters of football, mentioning Inter Milan, Juventus, AC Milan, and Roma, Fiorentina, and other people, they believe that they are the football in Italy. And when we talk about football, Eduardo Bosio, together with other players, they team is setting up for Torino. But over the weekend, big match beat me Corso. That is against Chelsea and then Aston Villa. Now, let it be clear, say, Enzo Maresca is actually doing something now. To me, I don't think say Enzo Maresca, so continue to lose out in the top 4.
Share on Facebook on your fan chair.
Okay.
Yi kakrebi ama ye ne ya de kakra but ye be na ya fixing na for manya ni ye de ama eti. Omo fan chair ama ze nkonfo edwane ne ade but ye to aso. Why?
All right. So That is Enzo Maresca meeting against Aston Villa, and after this particular game, Aston Villa was able to win the game by 2-1. But there are a lot of tactical things the team are coming with this particular game, because we know Enzo Maresca said whenever Bia was sharing the transition, I said he actually plays the 4-2-3-1 fluid formation that he always plays for the side of Chelsea Football Club, whilst Unai Emery will give you that 4-5-1 tactical system just to make sure so the low compactable system for the side of Aston Villa. But this time around, Enzo Maresca did not play the 4-2-3-1 diamond shape or the diamond fluidity midfield, but then he chose to play the 3-4-3 tactical system. Now, when you talk about this particular two coaches, in terms of experience, in terms of class, in terms of charisma, all right, Papa say Unai Emery has seen it all. This is a tried and tested coach. What we knew with Championship side with Leicester City, coming to Chelsea Football Club, wanting to do more and making sure so bit sustaining Chelsea Football Club over the last period of 2 years. Omuntimi Emre with the top 4 of the Champions League, Enzo Maresca wants to sustain them in this particular season of the Champions League. Now, when you talk about this particular tactical method, this is how Aston Villa try to transition when they're actually making sure somebody might get on board into the midfield role of Chelsea Football Club. But Enra, about 3-4-3 system with the side of Enzo Maresca. And Enzo Maresca to me initiated the distance marking system into the field half of the side of Aston Villa. But the moment on be a lot of transition, making sure so bit much choose one particular player who can make a lot of runs in the wing side. So okay, in this particular distance marker, we Christopher Nkunku, and then he was not ready to match up with this particular centre back just to press him to get the ball. And I mean the other centre back pass Eddie Amano, and he was late on that particular ball. Now this is the distance marker. Chelsea Football Club, it's initiated against Aston Villa over there in the midfield. But when Aston Villa started to transition, they make sure the 4-back number one, they will stretch it out wide, making sure they will play that balanced football, making sure they will close out pieces to make sure they will transition a lot of passes from the attacking third into the halves of the mid third. And that's the goalkeeper coming in as a main sweeper. One thing about football is that football is dynamic. Football is not static. The moment that Unai Emery say about the 4-5-1, no making sure they stretch it out wide, making sure a lot of transition of passes from the defensive structure, he will come close to the mid-third. It tells you they are learning a lot of things from Pep Guardiola, because this system from the defense, Pep Guardiola is excellent on that particular thing. And this time around, Papa Weah, our goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, is coming in as a main sweeper, trying to make sure to be involved himself in the play and transition a lot of passes into the attacking third. Now, this is Chelsea trying to make sure the M2M press in that particular cube function attacking third, they can easily do it very well. Now, this is Chelsea Football Club. They have close to about 4 players, making sure to closing up the nerves of Aston Villa defensive structure. This kind of defense and this kind of attacking system of Enzo Maresca is actually called the floating attacking system. Floating attacking system, making sure the 2 attackers will pounce on the 2 centre backs of Aston Villa, and other 2 will close in the gate. Whether Aston Villa lose the ball, they can easily get the ball, pounce on them, and then make sure somebody to press in the defensive structure of Aston Villa, and that was how they did it. But then over here, Aston Villa made Emunya Bonus transition the midfielder. You talk about Moises Caicedo, the Enzo Fernandez, but then Malo Gusto being plays as a wing back player in the right wing, will support Rich James on the right full back, and then Malo Gusto will support that particular midfield. But in the man midfield, this is the 2 midfielders, making sure John McGinn will actually closing up, making sure Enzo Fernandez, Fernandez Nefri, that particular midfield in him. When they do that particular thing in the midfield, these are the 2 attackers on my lining up there, Aston Villa. And these 2 centre backs, instead of them to close in the gap for Aston Villa attackers, they were left behind and they were not able to close in that particular gap. That particular midfield is a vertical laid position midfield, making sure the John McGinn getting in the ball, he can easily close in that particular match for the side of Aston Villa Football Club. But then, boss, Unai Emery is actually doing something. In attacking, you get Oli Watkins.
Yeah.
When you're Marcus Rashford and then or the Marco Asensio about the count. When Oli Watkins can easily pounce on defenders in the attacking third. So or the Marco Asensio coming in as a substitute, that's when make sure somebody not pouncing in the counter-attacking system. They do it beautifully. And I said over the weekends. How about Marcus Rashford? FRSO making a lot of runs, making 2 assists to Marco Asensio. It tells you it's not only about the football that Unai Emery is playing, but then he's making sure in the front attacking third, when Oli Watkins is not playing very well, he will get a lot of people to be as a substitute in the likes of Marcus Rashford and then Marco Asensio, because John Duran on yet most scorer no Refi Football Club in Moko, and then he's doing it everywhere possible to make sure so with me I am Diama Aston Villa, but to Chelsea Enzo Maresca. Chelsea are hit with a lot of injuries. We'll talk about the attacking third or Mikhailo Modric because of set doping test the decision. And also but now back to Chelsea Football Club. Noni Madueke is out. We talk about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer in the last 38 matches has not been able to create a lot of chances for the side of, Chelsea Football Club. Only say 35 creating of chances now with my created at the actual attacking third of Chelsea. No, they have not been able to close in the gap for Chelsea Football Club. Nicola Jackson, no yes striker, no a lot of definite things. That particular compaction with the side of, Cole Palmer, no, he is out. He is out. Pedro Neto is not coming in to do that particular justice for the side of Chelsea Football Club. Jadon Sancho has had an in and out performance. He has not been consistent in attacking third for the side of, Chelsea Football Club. What it means is that Chelsea will need a definite attacker to lead the attacking third of Chelsea Football Club. And I think, this is the time, right after the closing of this particular summer window, they should go in for Victor Osimhen. Because if you are Chelsea Football Club, or Marca Kesson are sharp, they are that energy to actually transition a lot of passes into the attacking third. You cannot build that Chelsea Football Club in the shoulder of Kopama. Kopama is just young. Just last 2 seasons for Manchester City. Last season was about Chelsea. He did his thing for Chelsea Football Club last season. But I think that this season, Chelsea is losing out from that particular league top 4 is all because they don't have a clinical striker. Nico Jackson is doing that particular job very well. But then I think they need an attacker, a perfect striker who can pounce in the goals for Chelsea Football Club in the next season to come. And yes, Enzo Maresca will have a way to actually change.
Merci. Aye.
Jackson Pryor counting cook.
Abe ju amunya botenku. Onimbo bopa. Obaro abe ju manama mo. Greetings Abu. What has Spanish club got over EPL, Ligue 1, Serie A, and Bundesliga clubs? That they always have players getting closer to the Ballon d'Or. I don't see Vini and Co playing better football than Rafael Leao, Salah, Palmer, Ishak, Bruno, Kimmich, and the others. Was the Ballon d'Or made for the Spanish clubs only? I came myself this year. Say Ricky in the Western region, and I said, I said, what baby say, I said, I'm just speaking for the now good evening, sir. I know Manchester City supporters will say that it's because of injuries, but they have forgotten that Real Madrid started this season with a lot of injuries, and at a point in time they had only Asensio as a centre back, but Ancelotti never explained about this, so City shouldn't complain about injuries. And so be so one or the other Manchester City no. Come on to my Aqua Flesh. Watch you live from Myanmar Kokobin. Keep up the good work you have started. Abu, no, the fire emojis out on a good afternoon, Abu. Please teach me how to use now we there me say who you need a kakra intimi nye we ni adia but ebe na ayi ya na aboa na ne makoye pa. Good evening, Abu. I'm Luisa from Bremen Asikuma. Please, Allah is winning the Ballon d'Or. Not even my problem. My problem is that the distance between Israel and Egypt is 613 kilometers away, but it took Moses and Israel 40 years to complete the journey. I wish Moses was alive to explain his laziness. The French football magazine will not give Salah the Ballon d'Or, even if he win both the Champions League EPL. Mark my words, they will rob him on that particular day. And the only answer there about good evening, Abu, and the crew. I'm Justice watching live from are you with the Kalaj now? See, Ikwe Elembele district. My name is Ebanyani Yedia. You guys are too much. Keep up the good work. I have been watching you guys for the past 2 weeks, and I'm very proud of you guys already. Thanks for the good show. Bravo. My name is Boboni, and I'm watching live from Abu Dhabi. You guys are doing a great job. And Abu Dhabi, my shouts go to my brother Dibuchi, Sarkodie, and Popito and Kotoko. Nidio no so etimi ede baby ramti boboni de no. Hi Kwaku, I'm Cassius. Watch you live from a dancing formula. Keep up the good work and all day fire emojis no etwaso. Kamaka Abu Dhabi, read my message. I'm watching you live from Mono region when Chinchra. Fakye Sports Papa. Isaac James ne de ono so etimi edi ram no. Good afternoon international Abu Dhabi, watch you live from Konongo Classic Ibana by name. To my lovely fiancé Adwa Christabel Fakye sports mu King Kong Mate Christabel da se pa be ma de uyu anim na timi bo ohun kan ni din se dia na wa yihia uyu anim na obabo de ana obabo de ana
me da bi se obi ne kan na
da na be ka
da bi se me tro say ye
ma so let ma bo de
So,
Milano.
Mikasa free abunie fachenie abudia benie facha sports ni abu michia woni wabajofo nyina bijitum se nyame adom ho ye mikasa free bunis Moro Adams ni misi ochena nyame adom ala liga no afi ne yedi points ni kwada soro nti Madrid for no omunyina yi atiko beji be se 2 and 3.
Hello. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports. Nanakini, all the way from Damango. DIABY, Moya Jmanyankupon in Shramo. DIABY, the kind my main fan Chatson and command the bank ruler. See you for DBB United, Nana Alexander.
Good afternoon. What's your prayer needing day? Hefcha Kavarat Helia. Hefcha
Sports. Papa. A child with DIABY and then a dream for. I mean, come on, I'm near you, papa. Then I can say, Basona fans will win it up at the meeting me. Now I'm vampire 130 minutes. The inquiry. Now, what did you say? This is in the Iron Day. 4th day in Sabasumbi. League and I Champions League in Sabasumbi. Now, married for 1 year, how much you go, how much you go, how much Katasa, how much you go, how much you go.
Yeah. Abu Dhabi, good afternoon. I'm some mobile juma. I know a pound for mobile juma. Na Andran so na ya awesome. Ama haso folk kitafona. I'm Sandra, I'm koi omera opa na esra me say ye. Omayibi, omofensi wa na. Ya asante kotoko for the gina na so. Na yeah, the asante koto for e penyina ne say yinia e poli ni wo no. Yeah, pe one justice no ye pe justice nti esrempen for. Say amra na a press conference akoso no. Yeah, tiso omo kabibia na ede de pen say omo justice ndi aduma ma yinia poli. Na poli di oda yakoma so pa nyamishira mo na mo nkoso mbo aduma ma o my Ghana.
aba bi me de ba dwuma de kesi tia simi ba na ya ba be din komo kakra e wo fie ni awese de niam this year. Good evening DIABY, I'm Aziz Morgan, the MON-FRI from Offense Abofo. You guys are doing a great work. No ye the Aziz Morgan, MON-FRI. And so the Baba Ramu Ewan and big congratulations to Park Academy. We have qualified to the FA Cup quarter final. I mean that FA Cup matches no 80 Koswa or her result yinya na obia nyobia. Indeed to the MTN FA Cup now Zampa said anthem ni city no sa prepare na large board no abeba be chemi mu gentia omoko kuku dincho no ene said ne amanko ye ntimi amfama ha to focus on the golden kicks. Ono ane chance yo aro ka che me se sa nkwada no omo ha adwempo me academy boys a oni omo bo na wanyon tutu ye ya omema waso a ehye ampa amo omo ama omaso a ehye papa edi zena aso benya we na mame ananka wa ma hwe result ne kakra na ma se de niam esie tie ni de rabat game na nkasa ba na we no commodity awdo na etimi ekoso na no edin coach Abubakar wata ajamo ere ma hatu fo komu chodi omunye no se no di ne nkomo ne che. Alright, etuto mape ya babo modena ya koni akwa kuti nsema coach edituja enyo no nkone Michael Ampedu enso etimi edidi nkoma no pano ya bo mode ede honsem no etimi ewura mu kama pe de no nso echi no na chese nya adeketo akra bia Kumasi Asante Korokone omonso press conference no ekokora mu Kumasi Baba Sports no Ricardo Virus ne kojina na ma ode reporter hodo na etimi ede ebreye etiere to mape ye be kona yakwa tinsem kakra ene sere niama nisietie ene nchimu ahodo na ni omobo mode etimi ededan ye ne sere niama besie kone di etimi ewura no na ya bomode etimi aka honsem kakra etimi eda acho timi nimza tuto na ke betimi edi ho komo na ya hu sere niama nisietie ne de kwa bare ntomu no ma mehwe na menye yi kakra na enche mehwe na mayi ya ati aye we ni nyina na ye konkonense ye behwe na ya bomode na de akembiano yetimi edi ewramu kama pa nso no etimi edi amamo na bibibia enso adeda di Paviola maton kapa wai Paviola migidize bro niema ekoyi kama nso no etimi ermana MC Malik Zoro obojuma wichi pa my Abu, did you see how Luther was so happy when doing the mini case story on the say be say ba na ni aje etino obo no nyoma ni aje ti mamre na menim say ready amen corner me honorable senator ndidi din koma the MTN FA Cup obia ono na eche and honorable senator ba ye na ejuma ye no MTN FA Cup no eye de ni ade a di etoma peme corner me no etimi akona yakwa kudin komo na ya hwesere niam esi eti menim bibia de dam yankwa na say minye we ya okay. Honorable me show on mute on microphone ma me na nya wie na me no nto aso na yenye we ya be ba cho so o teme nka de
me to nka pa o teme nso me nka
me to nka ba so kasa no ewo echi kakra me nim say clear wo ho na mamo de ananka me ne no nto aso no na yenye we ya okay. Honorable ya akwa ba ba Fakye TV Kumasi me yidi ze be bia wo pombo ko de
nyame adum. Good evening.
Okay. Yara twira mponyanko paase kakra obia ya football no ekoyi kakra but MTN FA Cup na ye dey bia no dey ama Premier League teams and after say asem kesi we timi to ye. Dey di kan no minim incident here ba ye a na e Premier League dey but asem e ba ye Ghana FA nyina ho. Dey obeka timi ye da fa won afa akoye nim.
Very pathetic because the number of games I have watched is here. Na one game upe asema isi ye na nya asema ye kra fatu bia buto ye me say that meant me understand no.
I
felt so bad. I was like and me I say isi so me we are paying ignitions bafu and so peso aso me share investment a why ye odoni pa what's about Ghana football na sasa mi atuna me when we help so na Napoli ten odinu wo tunu wo asi wo e promote a game ni ade na to say I'm Fakye, but having me bonfire say Kotofobe foundation fund Biana Bibini I contribute to near their Renechi. But I don't like it when I say Sani about it here, and there is a lot of insecurity and they just sanity. There's so much security on, and you be you need football, and yes, basa, and yes, very few people who can share ESCO response. You will smoke them out and deal with them.
But honorable Yama in Yako, 7 idea, Huye Papa, but Emra, the MTN FA Cup, Obiano Bia, Debia Meno Dion, Comoma Kachemize, a major competition, I bar, Okukushia second division team cry, and for 2 teams, the Wakakunya team for Labi. As a runner near Madidana, Comer Bomber, their run of 16, or Yakle, Ninian idea few. Is it hard to Foku Kofi, Mediama, and Su Kofi, minimum after around 16 matches, a boy, there now walk Kafa home, result a buy, you know.
Results by any day. One say MTN FA Cup no Subino, the character of the competition, any Ubiano. So no be kobo. Now we are watching say we are fala wasubeshi. One say Park Academy.
Yeah.
No mapa takwa any Rose Park. Mediama Division 1 team no. Abona on match almost 5-1. Eti mediama ebo friendly match on Rose Park. Ebo friendly match on Friday no. Show 2-1. Eti don't believe so match we dey we cry. But I won't there too.
No my you my film.
That is MTN FA Cup for you. Na me the name one cry. Go Stars.
Okay.
Tima Premier League, omo dashro, omo modern bokweni pa. We sending omo to me run of 64. Omo 2 kwan call Sama Boy in Century Arena. Koshi omo free. A run of 32. Omo 2 kwan call engina se. Eko yi omo free. Na manya Division 1 team. I trying to be sir, really now, or elbows on trainer to the shed uncle.
Yes.
I just say, and can we do a got you multi growl?
Anne.
Bound is here.
No sooner
and then we MTN FA Cup, and there's you behind you, piano.
Wow. Wow.
About the teams I can see it is an army, you man of I
know crime and I'm a baby because one interesting gamer. And also a course here Accra to folk against Golden Cakes. MZ non so no na yina him say a game and kawino a cheap krama Accra to folk MZ ne heart and so no if you mean koroko heart to folk anytime I hear major tournament be obu ma near my year the bread tournament no house su kofi
yeah the nyame chiche no de nya no That's all you feel you feel competition we dey. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. But I'm you're clear. You say share it to my teams in the room or the quarter final stage, you know.
But when him the nursery.
Can be chairman.
One was a committee, no. Regulations the Juma.
Okay.
By competition regulation, no. Yeah, ballot to our be pick first, no. One home.
Oh, okay.
Duria, draw no. A idea na enye has and a PK face.
Oh, okay.
And I want here.
Yeah, me share draw no. Enye has and a PK face.
Why a PK face?
Golden Cakes for no.
Golden Cakes in a PK.
Yeah.
Did they just a golden pick gonna say? A bomb match no.
Oh, Mufi. Okay.
Omu home ni Zuba Park.
Okay.
It's a shadow match. It's a Saturday. The ball Zuba Park. Now, our capacity is 1,500.
Okay.
Because of situation I wear in hand, you know, IGP didn't hold you game. Nti ade a police for no omo assess the security situation there. No, my advice is a young to be most about no Zuba Park.
Oh, okay.
Now capacity no has supporters the baby bria. One we cannot control. Nti omo decide is a young move vanco a bigger stadium. Facility are available. University of Ghana Stadium. And also a house for home. But see, you want to end up for more. Now, I say, you two men golden kicks for the canomoji tombs there. Young couple or more opponents in the home. But what would the Yakubo be?
I don't want to house or more movie.
Or Mamufi no Mutimiko D.
Wow.
Who knows? ABOU, Zuba Park cry,
yeah. I was with a revelation case here, partner. What year am I? You say our teams in the call when you see our more she be the more fantasy from any other day. Send it here. That many ever must say the quarter final draw on so bebaso.
Originally, no. Yeah, she says Senka. That's the 4th match here, Tuesday, and Kaye the draw. But your Bob only will say, your meeting, your committee meeting, they assess, they will decide, DIABY draw. But the draw will be a ban, Casepa, a bear on crime, or empty an office.
Okay, but I did back one is a Premier League teams in a raising concern here. Men kai koroko for ya any pull we by na say na amabi matia da akra ama division 1 for no so bobo matches o muza as a time in can be na o hu say no na nya nsunsu so ama mu yi o mu fi mu sa na
I mean him to say ABS scientific research
okay
to prove because I dey almost ball friendly matches near there they are match
Meshe we are Messiah we are na my we are ti I ohine ba ne we omombra omombe join mo ha omombe join mo I nche se mesan nyamra mesa akoti alaj mo hwe na omombra na ye ntoaso because mehwe etu ma pe mesan ne na kona yakwa wie na bibibia adeda ye kama pa etimiera mam ti ohine ba miki and I feel alaj baba shai me say mo mami am position me ho ha baby on na men try say we ne ba na omunjina amfa mame ne eya ala say bibia aboko de bibia da ko papa ayi ba so
oh nyame ade men so wo ya pa
ala say ba ko bo enti ne fake cafe ala ba mi chance yo so e ala golden kicks there ni guase ma mo pa
enye guase ma ye the woman that buy
pa cho mo ntimu ntam ala ju gina ba bia miki Brazil
the woman that buy abu de tie ni aduane a otu abehye no mo abehye
no kre
se wura ne cheche mu no kre se na ke favor se ye bo match ne wo kaswa when say
to papa
microphone home
yeah
and has to check on my GF say due to security reason the one for match ne mbra lego na you dan panel for police for the assessment they won say the house of work now and create nobody who my GF commercial house the match in Balego match in Senka but Saturday and the Sunday last week Zobaka me ba have can be said if you just said I didn't account say cry agency wonu ba ko amba ukunu ba ubu omu ba ye wa mbebu so and that one me fa kwanya wo so aka kire yewura Coach Watara if you say jail league ni bono training training the obey and a match proper so the fitness level no what I say and also and no so na quality has a
oh okay
I'm telling you say league no bo animu ya apiawu it is somebody couple say asante kotoko be a branch wo la yi ya ko kwaye se juro fo isi mo aja to say obo league ni die na ss has technical team bon friendly matches be pray mun ko dana ko den asana le proper no asase ne say be do proper back to house players na so me catch the one players most and you serious.
Heart of full players. I'm not really serious.
As a Chinese say, you will talk about for the board members now. Conclude them, Bosumisho conclude them, and work a crime in the bono, as if they be PAs so. And as I said, no more than you couldn't answer my bobo. Who did we sweating by the bobo? Preparation, just said they were playing the match if that was a stake. Sana pesa meka. Wombra, we you want us a uba. Foreign club will book no abeto. We you want a uba and will be so ultimately every as a foreign country. Now, what way like a desk attitude, we not with the bars of folk. I mean, to me. I say, you know, the only team of the ball, no one team now mobile.
Or mobile team about a woman team now mobile. Oh, okay. I'm telling you, woman team now mobile. ABOU Sona no muscle. It has the place, so much baby, you are 1 year or more. So, very chances go league you want a very, very lucky. There's a league in Asia and more chances on who is I say slim. Yeah.
Because the shady guys in first position for a medal order.
Yeah.
The top of the table. No, we can't fake up with the neck as we can be as a Timishan Koda will be a queen. The Kobo penalty was and then about busy for gramming him. I'm telling you, Etin Koda woman is serious. No more and find you and show one Kazakazan when and Sunday you were to go up a cow bono. What is wrong for so?
Matialas. That people see me about.
Masa to be frank, no, Makuma was so.
I didn't know any time. Matime Banam in the video about baby. Or anybody be able for.
Yeah,
Crobiaso is the idea, the Mamoyako. But you say the answer near me about for me.
You say the Namiad about for me.
I'm all the name on paying for a call press conference. Because most supporters and on send I'm see Fanny Massey.
Well, you see, the M said the penny for Kayano. Legging in the Avenyabo, because. And money at tea. Kotokoni de TSA boy and to say we have it and Tino de Chiniaman is signed and the measures in a man before said any house of full cabwoman, calling a GFF president, Ketokle could be meeting management. No, I think say the name of the Agua Crown, a new office in the Asa born. So what I say. And the supporters in a young command to him. They are Canadian my security phone. No Munyo Majuma. Because Babia do a between Yani GFA no and I was say and the pay the GFA the amaya no I think say security measures no my BB are complete and now the amaya no say my kwanya bebre say a co stadium na measures on the amaya no any measures on the amaya any the cost stadium no enkoya e betimi your kwanya bebre say betimi stop game na bafia ye mobile.
Oh okay.
Yes on the amaya I think say your mama sure 100% say the security there we be able there the amaya pay on ratings on the amaya for your stadiums in the crowd to know see historic CCTV cameras in the other stadiums but on my area say no government there because most of the time stadiums no be why government there unti kasa all the open kwakobo ho mana yesa yenye sa and also money government no edidi nkomo and right now kwa no change of government by no omo ya appoint a new NSA boss and to me gas o fiti pe ko pa ko bo no this omo ba na process na that because until a long term project nti ko to ko any option bi as e be live no ade amom no ma yo madwuma na ade aka no so yan so about page
me say the MTN Africa man bo mo de no say but ohwe said the yesia ya ho mambo we na me say mo ko supporters mani asopa say mo nya videos ni bi
we ya ni say to frontier no no my because any unya net na say e ho de ka yan twen so asa akwa bobo yi
the ask ever the all
oh wait serious de ba de even ko aba management will be asre because you di omu nyina na fa adwe ba ko you go say asa ko bobo yi we say so any omu tire fie so I don't think so minim so mu ye trading and omu board try matches o ma mo ye no omu nyana tifi as for ma pre mu akobo any omu agi moni so wow o ba ji moni so but ye anije ba ko ayen so ye woni say your team no you enough time and I say be able to prepare for your next game no enti me sure say boys no yɛn fan anase yɛn ho yɛ doctors no medical team na I think so my yard my boy technical team ni na my boy because the boys need to know if yanka me yɛ sure say team no ka be say the house the akoye ka be high but seriously the way our mazi for boy am I started training na resume training there me sure say me be team I go through na ya
and I feel double apaya na
o da fi ya ji o
FA Cup Azanji League
ya ji FA Cup Azanji League no ade ba ku de ntia we ye ni say ye make sure say ye be ji league be dia share nua be man animonyam
oh okay na ma san FA Cup
ya ji FA Cup no say ye de share nua ye nua animonyam because ni ade bi e betimi aye
ala ya zo sere ala ya sere
ala ji kawo ala ji kawo
me ba no he mi siri o do mo bro ba si
ala ji
masa ekora de no mo ba chire o munye abaga oh yeah mo ba yo be bu so I'm telling you na bi ne say see ya baloto kodo wale le mi wise and ye kodo wale na to mo ba mo kasa mo mo se mo dim se mo babo dia se di yesa mo akobo na de meji so ajiso na enyam asem company anya ne cha so bobo ko ti ye bobo ti ye masem le ala ra fa ko person so so ya asem se mo ko park ni ko gina ha na se mo ye na ye titi mo e ke se unim abowe ofu otu da ko pembi ka papa bi etu nya sa be ka chense na se bi cha tia ira ada problem bu ko ba dia uko la Côte d'Ivoire ba ne ye friend abrier aussi club du Ghana salamité de la secondie la mort titulation obligatoire oui ça va encore le monde Akoudou l'a dit aussi le mi wa se fo be yeduma na mai o ka kwa se
le mi wa se yedu
o ka kwa se o se Akoudou be di ya man fan
ko ala ya le
so guti e ho
ala se ze Never go good there, Cocola.
Let me see, we'll see a crew with the amount of
highlights. Those levels with Massimo.
Level with the Asma.
You
can't pass. I was a good with the amount of some more year pick up with the a put up. Oui, la proca. La question de la médiama. Attention, moi la paix. Pourquoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a la mauvaise là? Voici médiama FC for the award. So, Botuku Express, Club d'Accra, élimination de jubilation, Montpellier, tout de quoi. Pierre Lamont le soir, bon d'accord, c'est ça là-bas. Vous savez, il faut quoi faire dans ces mots. On va faire dans ces mots. That's the Kokoko. The big church war, Pierre Corner Bédier, puis par les non. Voici, sapin-toi, après-midi, appelez-vous, voulation, chemise, sur fédération, et le mouvement ouvrier. Voici, has for some coutume. Moko est na black ou bradassie. And the way it is, I can be food, or not be food,
I come for Kaka 0206 33 4747 0206 33 4747 0206 33 4646 0206 33 4646 so far now my casa wati now waluwa TV set no na wapo mode na watie ha na afia akwa anim na nema adeda din pa 0206 334747 0206 334747 na 0206 334646 so no obetimi ajoin na ne koma hodo na ayedi no wabo mode etimi ere wadwenche no etimi aba na aboa na bibibia so no etimi adeda din ewo hanom no eti mamehwe say I love you guys, keep on the good job. Abu, you are the best. Appear to Makati here, Accra. And also the Timirifi, a baby ramu, a warhanum, mention menyewa, but me fat first color. Me patcho, first color, here the baby alfefi. Dabi efi ama no so ntimi njan so me hwe na me nkom anim na me mfa foforo na afi yanko yanim ni ade a bara enye ready a me hwe na me nyi messages ni bi mfio be ba cho odi ani baby afafi ba cho otemen ka odi ani baby afafi.
Hello.
Yes, odi ni baby afafi.
But from Alex,
Alex Zema bokode.
But from
Alex, lo wa TV set no na tie mo Hawaii. Me pa cho mi tie o.
Yeah. Mpocho. Mbete mo da de beyesa poli eye no.
About 6 March 2025. Why?
Yo.
Ate, me da se non so there. Baba cho dia baby afafi.
From Suman ya.
Asuma so kasafi. Akotia mi ti asuma.
Me ba cho baba sha obi de be ka tete baba sha ba pate. Na kotia fo nyina la. O dia da to pate because baba sha nti.
Mate era masipa.
You know, ye genu pa.
Mate.
That is why you be our first na on premi.
Mate. Alaji obefro na ya ewe minim se foforo so ana me fa no na kwere. Pacho odia ne baby afafi. Hello. Low TV set no na tie mi ana yankwere. Mu dia ne baby afafi. Onye ready ma me funny powerful. Odia ne baby afafi. Baba cho meet you.
So me just say I has played why the time.
Oh, as a babe we are like for with you.
When you ball about the team. What would you
Mate, me se pa, me hwe na me fa de otwato. Ora otwato di ni baby afafi. Baba cho na otwato di ni baby afafi.
Hello, Kazafi, what about Abena?
Ozo Kazafi.
Abena.
The online so na me share antene papa. Ozo ya from say na Kazafi. Baba cho meet you. Abi my main last one. I'm the network and I'm maintaining. All I try to do baby afafi. Yeah, Kofi Agbesi me.
As I'm about me, I'm very sure the background. Many a player. Madam Martin.
But yes, we are asking more the other way. Meet me for BIB. Mama be teaching on Fakye. Ala yeko.
No. Manfa kwanya usina Mr. Asumai. Ene a champion omnyina wa kotia.
Oh, okay.
Amche omnyina kotia ma meche omnyina che obia amishire obia ne ha supporters na
Matialash. Yeko.
My mefa kwanya usina mentia China Sec 008. I say no my you my executives in or China or meche omnyina omhwe life or teche omnyina.
Mate, me da se pe e ma premier ko nyambo china. Yabeba anopano na yaba beto aso era manamo amuzu p na bash na jese bash selite o mandaroma bash digital selite ene baba be rama jumadi no etimi edebrem nti o chebeba anopano 7 to 8 morning sports ndeba nyumre 3 to 5:30 beto aso era ma me dini abu diabi oto mo maka ni na kere masi yako da ka to aso.
wono na ejina ekuo nyina na mu a won matro krata mo de ne nsa hya ase ede adesrei eto omampani John Dramani Mahama enim wose de ama wo ka ne saa ene se wo hye ebu nkompo akonachi Ghana abakosemu a kotoka eniema bia wo beye ya ewo ma Ghana mu no ensem fata senka wode wiem hyenkes agina bia kese atiseye eto no afein won mo hye se de Ghana amamra kasetie nipa wo sorry agina etu aban gu anase wo bone my form saa niema ni nyina kotoka ya wonya ne ba bi kro edi hufo enu nti won sam fata kra sa wo mo de ewiem hyangina bia eto no wo se kotoka ya Lieutenant General Emmanuel Kotokai wono na ebetu Ghana mampani a wodi kan Dr. Kwame Nkrumah aban egu ye wono eyeku kese pa etia no na wo mutu na ban egu ye na senei wo mo de ewiem hyangina bia kese a ewo oman Ghana mu etu kotoka na ekamia kwa akoye se Treasonous Acts ya oman emra ekasetia no Ghana mpanimfo de etaye kire efrise Lieutenant General Kotoka ensem fatakura se enei nka yeboni di kan sem frise ekwan ofa so eye ku na wo mutu Kwame Nkrumah ban egu ye no na enya de a esese ye kakura ema enchirima etie eno na ama won mo eka sa asemi eno nti wode tuma mpani John Dramani Mahama anim sa won hye enmoden ya Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ebebo ye wode ne nkonyina to ho ekonkoden hye se oman Ghana ebenya ne fa hodie afi kwasikoko nsem ampani ampa woye ema ne ba musa obiebie enwuma hodo bebre ewo mamum ya wokọ ebibremu atoye ne ebibremu aman nyina so a Kwame Nkrumah din ahyeta enu nti ebedin be nwanwa se wo mo entimi enyanka yedum bi ewo magana mu na won fa Kwame Nkrumah edin entoso na won mo kire se wogidi se wo pepa kotoka din no edi free enkrawem hyegina bia kese no mu na wo de Kwame Nkrumah din etoso a ebeboa pa ama opani no aye nyam hyekese ede amanu titiri kra ne ebreye a March bosumeda etoso nsia o my Ghana ebedi ni mfinhia de osia nwotwe ya wonya afa hodie efi kwasikoko nsemo Ambassador Sampi ya lese